right. All right, everybody. Looks like we are live. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me. Lisa Smith, good morning. Leslie Bonita, did you all hear me say thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it is 5:15 a.m. in the morning for me where I'm at. So I do have my little cup of coffee, although it's kind of almost over with. Hang on, let me see. And for all of those who are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're able to join us. Thank you for that. Let me know, guys, if you can. I did. You know what I did? I did the slow motion thing for the chat messages, because last time it got a little bit crazy for me. I wasn't able to, I mean, nothing to do with you guys. Your guys are not at fault at all. And that ding ding you hear is this computer of mine sending me emails, email notifications, and I don't know how to turn that off because y'all know I'm so tech savvy, right? Wink wink. So anywho, I kind of slowed it down a little bit now. Hopefully, we'll see if that works. If not, where is the message? So I want to say again, see, I got distracted. Thank you all for joining me, the newcomers, the visitors, my real family members. You all know I love you. Thank you so much. So we have Lisa Smith. Good. Hello. Leslie Bonito. Hello. Who's Watts? Oh, it's that Chris Watts. Leslie, Chris Watts case. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to turn this back on because, give me 1 second, y'all. Let's fix it. Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. Wait. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to mess around with the delayed chat because, like I said, the last time I did the live stream, it got a little hectic for me. Just that my self couldn't keep up with the speed that you guys were typing. Nothing to do with y'all, it's just me. So I decided to slow it down a little bit. So, okay, Carol, mistake. Leslie, okay, she answered the question. Hello, Carol. Tainted Mid, hey, good to see you. Then we have Afrohuman, honey, good to see you. Emre, yay, you're here. Tammy Melton, hello. Verde, hello. Leslie Theunison, Leslie, I'm so glad to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well. Pamela Hewitt, good to see you too. Sherilyn Schaffner, Tammy Smith. Hello, Sherilyn. Hello, Tammy. Leslie Bonito. Yes, okay. Thank you, Leslie. Lisa E. Hello. Joan Harkin. Hey, Joan. Good to see you. Susie Gomez. Hello from California. Hello to you. Then Blue Willow says hi. Kirtana. Hey, girl. Hello. Kimberly Hughes, hello. Teacher, Kimberly, I am. Oh, you give me too much credit, honey. I am in no way, shape, I don't ever claim to be a teacher. It's just that the way I look at it, you know what? Just sharing knowledge. That's pretty much it. But thank you. That is very sweet. Oh, excuse me. Then me, myself says hi. Leslie Bonito, okay, then Tainted Meat, okay, then DTC Prime, hello. Mary Ganuts, hello. Mary, there's something I want to say. I saw your comment on the last live stream I did, and I think you had asked the question and I missed it. And I think your comment was, what about me? And I was like, oh my goodness. So I went back and looked, and girl, I don't know, I can't find it. And I want to be fair to everybody, because I couldn't find your comment. Excuse me. I would probably have to go back and scroll it all over again. But, Mary, I know you're a regular on our channel. You've been with this channel for a long time. So I'm going to extend this one courtesy to you. Just send me an email, okay, with your one question. Don't ask me a whole bunch of questions, okay? That wouldn't be fair to the other people because they had just single questions. So just ask me what your question is, send me your email, and I will get to it, okay? So Then, and there's one more lady who sent me an email. She said I missed her question too, but I couldn't find her name on the scroll thing, but she has a bit of a serious issue. I'm just going to help her with that, but oh God, I don't know her name now. Let me see if I can figure out her name. We have a few minutes, right? Let me see if I can figure out her name. No, I'm not going to do that now because I'll have to scroll through like gazillion emails, but I will get to her. Tamara Bates says hello. Tammy Milton, hello. Wanda Webster, hello. Biker Babe, hello. Good to see you. Ann M H Town. Biker Babe, let me share a little something about you, about me. Like I was going to say, let me share a little something about you. Yeah, like I know a lot about you. Somebody made a contribution here too. Well, thank you, honey. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So, clearly it says Biker Babe, so maybe you do ride motorbikes or whatever. I used to ride the Hayabusa. So when the Hayabusa was first launched, okay, this is like now you know how young I am, right? So when the Hayabusa was launched way back when, my family used to be in the automotive industry, we were invited to Japan for a launch, and I just fell in love with the bike. Of course, I wasn't even an adult at that time, and I was like, I want to ride the bike. And I knew how to ride bikes and stuff because, I was really, what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraged to do a lot of these kind of things like drive cars and motorbikes and all those things because of all my uncles and all my older cousins who were boys, right? And I was also a little bit tomboy, and my parents were like, if you want to learn it, go learn it type of stuff. So they taught me very young, when I was very young, to ride bikes and stuff. So I was already riding bikes. And so they invited us for the launch, and we went, and I saw the bike, and I was like, oh Dad, I want that bike, I want that bike. And we know the Hayabusa it's a big bike. It was the fastest bike on the streets, like legally you could have on the streets. And so I wouldn't let my dad alone, and my mom was like, hell no, you ain't riding none of that, And so my dad was like, okay, if you learn how to ride like properly, then I'll get you a bike. So needless to say, I went and learned how to ride super bikes on the track. I actually had professional training for 8 months, and then I got the super bike. So I was this young little kid. Of course, subsequently I got a driver's license and all that stuff, zipping around town on the super bike. And I used to have like really long hair, like I could sit on if I braided my hair, I could comfortably sit on it and not feel a tug or whatever, you know what I mean? And with this big helmet and this braid of mine, and I'd be riding, everybody in town knew who I was, and people used to stop me and say, do your parents know you're riding this bike? Because of course at that time I was a skinny, scrawny kid, and those Hayabusas are heavy bikes, and I would look at them and I would be rude sometimes. I was a little disrespectful, I'll fess up, and I'd be like because I used to get annoyed. I'm like, stop asking me questions, I just want to enjoy this bike. And then I'd be like, what's your problem? And then a couple of times, people actually called my dad and said, look, we see her riding this bike and all that, are you sure? Like, isn't it dangerous and all that? And my mom would get so upset, and my dad was like, finally, just let her be, let her do her thing. So there you go, another little rant or rave of mine, right? A little more something of me. Okay, so let's get on with this. Charlene Woodman, hello. Rachel O'Brien, thank you for confirming you can hear me. Then Misty, hi. Robin Denman, Lucinda, hello. Julianne, Kathleen Shaney, Scout Inquirer, hey girl. Carol Bonita, Nashta Corelli, then Andrea from Canada. Joshua Robinson, thank you so much, Joshua. You're always here visiting with us. I'm so glad you're able to join us. Delvin, hello. Then Linda Holmes, hello. Texas Patriot, hello. Good to see you. Malena Cardenas, hello from Texas, right? Hey, I'm going to be back home in a couple. Ruthie Holt, hello. Thank you, Ruthie. Verde, hello. Wanda Webster, Lucinda, then Yeah, 6:46 p.m. in Houston, yeah. Patty Graham, Blue Willow, hello. Patty, you finally were able to join us, great. Blue Willow, hello, honey. Marie Green, hello. 2010, Miss Ellie, hello from Chicago. Tainted Meat said it's 12:45 in England. Wait, see, and it skipped. I hate when it does that. Oh, I skipped it. I hate when that happens. Hang on. Where? I skipped it. Shoot. I was trying to go from the top and now it's like I've lost it. Oh, we have Annette West from Australia, Brooks from Atlanta, Indy Mogg from San Francisco. Yeah, okay. Rachel O'Brien, Queen of Wands, hello honey. Somebody else donated. Let me go down and see. Silly me. That's a funny username. I mean, it's actually not the way you spelled it. So Brooks, hello. Indy Mogg, yes. Juliana James, hello. I'm calling out your names just so you'll know that I acknowledge the fact that y'all are here. So please know that it's not like an attendance register in school, like, right? Elizabeth Ababne. Yes, good choice of words. Upland, California. Roll Tide. You guys cracked me up. Kala, Canard, Ruthie Hole, Tainted Meat, okay. From Ohio, okay. I'm just trying to acknowledge all you guys. That's just Charlotte, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Join us, okay. Okay, wait. Brooks Lowe, Pam Lamp, hello. Anita Blunt, Iwadi Mug, okay, we got that. Linda Malcolm, 1 p.m. in UK, yeah. Alexandria Ziegler, love you too. Susie Souza from Canada. Misty, Afrohuman, Karen Chalmers, Jennifer Snyder. Houston, Texas, Patricia Sadler. Y'all, if I missed a couple of names, it's because I'm looking at the timepiece and it's 5:27. So I just want to make sure we start off right. Kala Karnad, thank you, Kala, for your donations. I do appreciate you. Every one of you, all your contributions. Joshua, as always, thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. I do appreciate you all. 2010, Miss Ellie says, I rode a R6 for 10 years. Good times, yeah. Oh my God, one time my older son, and then I'm going to stop with this and then we'll get on with the reading, right? He was probably 15 or 16 and he was always a tall kid. So by the time he was 15 or 16, he had already reached his adult height, right? And 6'3", whatever. And he's a big child, meaning like he was always into fitness and all that stuff. So, you know, sports and stuff. And so he was strong. He's not a skinny, although my younger one is like that. He's 6'3" and skinny as heck. So anyhow, so the bike was, you know, obviously in the garage and the key, like, you know, locked it and put it away. And without our knowledge, he took the bike and he went out for a ride and we didn't know about it. And then he came back and he keeps the key in the key box. We had a little box with all the keys for the vehicles, like the cars and everything. And then I found out about it because somebody called and said, hey, we saw somebody riding your bike. Did you sell it? It's not you, because obviously I'm not 6'3" and I wasn't like as big as my son. And then I was like, oh, and this person said, when did you start wearing shirts like that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? That isn't me. I'm sitting in the office wearing a dress. No way is it me. And then, of course, they described what the person was wearing, and what they said was the shoes, because this person pulled up at the traffic light right next to this bike, and the rider wasn't making eye contact with this car driver, right? And come to find out, it was my son. Oh my goodness, he got such a talking to that day. I kid you not. And he's like, well, Ma, if you can ride the bike, so can I. I'm taller than you, I'm bigger than you. And I'm like, child, it has nothing to do with how tall or how big you are. Absolutely nothing. It has got everything to do with how mature you are as a rider, such that you can make those decisions if you are caught in a pickle. And he said, well, I didn't have a problem. I was able to handle the bike and everything. And I was like, yeah, kid, yeah. Shut your mouth and sit your butt down. That ain't happening. So we took away the keys, and he did it again. And the second time he got into a lot of trouble. I mean, he got into so much trouble, it wasn't even funny. And that's when I decided, I said, if I cannot trust you, if you need to take the bike, it's not that we said you can never do it, but just not now, because you have to learn, how to handle those big bikes. And those big bikes get lighter if you're at higher speeds. When you're at low speeds, you feel the weight of the bike, and those bikes are not, itty bitty bikes. Those are heavy bikes, and if you cannot balance then all is lost. So the second time he did it, we lost it. I mean, his father and, of course my parents had to, and my mom was like, I told you never to buy those bikes. And it was one thing when you were a child, the usual family drama. And that's when I was like, we're done. We're selling bikes. No more bikes in the house. So, all right, we're ready? Let me grab a tissue and let's go, y'all. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. So, my tissue box is upstairs. So, guess what works as a tissue? Toilet paper, right? So, hey, don't laugh at me. We've all done that at times. So, come on, get over it. Right? All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Rachel O'Brien, that's me with the WRX. Okay. So, all right, guys. So, what I had said was, this case is going to be about the Watts side chick, because I don't want to mention her name. I've always believed that she definitely had a lot more input in the case than, sorry, I'm moving it, okay, I'm just keeping it up here. She definitely had a lot more input in the case than what was made to be. You should start a series called How to Catch a Ding Dong. Well, that's funny as heck. Ruth. Hello from Pittsburgh. I can't believe the side piece has not been charged with anything. Absolutely. And you know what I say? Hit those like buttons. Yes, please. I really do appreciate it, y'all. That kind of does help with the... toilet paper is better than no tissue. I really would appreciate it, because it's going to help with the, the analytics as usual. So I do believe that so much of what transpired, I feel like was kind of, that was kind of pushed aside. And I do feel like, for sure, remember those things, and yes, full disclosure, I did see her interview by the police guy or whatever. What a ding dong. I mean, I'm telling you, she's a great manipulator. She is such a great manipulator. Actually, you know what? She should have been in the FBI or CIA or the police, because she really knows how to talk so many things and yet not say anything. She's really good at that. I feel like he was literally manipulated. She kind of outsmarted him as far as that interview is concerned. And that brought me to another interview that I watched. And a lot of you people may not necessarily agree with me, and that's fine. We are entitled to our opinions. Charles Manson, there is a video, and I wish I knew which one and who was the journalist Wait, who's apologizing? What happened? Misty, what? Somebody saying, Delvin is saying, Misty, sorry, I don't know what happened to Misty. I hope it's. Yeah, so what I think is, if you watch that video, yes, we all know Charles Manson, we know he's not necessarily a nice guy. But he is so personable, and if you were to watch that interview, you would actually want to believe Charles Manson's innocence, as opposed to the like you'd almost feel like you don't like the journalist, like he's such a douchebag. Of course a journalist isn't, I'm just saying, and Charles Manson was so articulate in the way he answered the questions. He was so almost down to earth. He was so like what's the word, almost like, hey, transparent, look at me, I mean, I'm really not a bad guy. And it goes to show his acumen, his smarts, his intelligence, and how much of a manipulator he is. And you wouldn't even know he's manipulating you. This chick is like that. And yes, that is a really scary thing, because they're so intelligent that they know how to modify their personalities to make themselves more appealing to us. And you know how some people just take things at face value. Manson seemed like he was mind controlled. I don't know whether he was mind controlled. I don't know, Mary. I've never looked into it. But he was very smart. I mean, his interview, I was blown away by how there are very few of these serial killers and these nasty people. If you watch the interviews, oh my God, they're brilliant. I mean, you have to look at it you have to first detach yourself and not say, okay, here's a killer, and just look at it like you're looking at any other interview, and you can tell how brilliant these people are. Chris supposedly said he taught him really bad things, had him drink something. Who's Chris? I don't know. What do you mean, Chris? Chris Watt supposedly said he taught him really bad things, had him drink something. Who? Marteep? What are you? Which Chris? I don't know. So let's get on with it, okay? Let's get on with it. Couple of things I also want to say is, she has gotten away with a lot of this because of her father. He's a pretty stable, he's the main pillar of support and strength for her, and that money also helps. So let's do this, okay? Let's get on with this, because if I keep watching the comments now, that's it. I'll only be reading comments today. Rachel O'Brien says, I see 142. Well, thank you. Majikag Sheikh says, my daughter wrote to him, I was not happy. Oh wow, that's interesting. She checked him out on Facebook. You know one thing about, yes, Inabug, one thing I will say about the side chick, she's very, very smart. She will set her sight on something and she'll go after it. And it's like, I don't care, I'm going after it, and it's almost like you can see herself. I see you, I've marked you, you don't stand a chance. And her laughing and giggling, she's like that. And this is not the first such case in her life. She's going to, she's going to do this to other people too, like literally like stalk them online. First she's going to find her target, right? Stalk them, and then she's going to set her plan in motion. She is very, very smart, this side chick. Okay, my nose has to stop because now it is kind of bugging me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not going to watch the comments for a little bit, y'all, okay? Brooks, we are not, Linda Harper, we are not mentioning her name, okay? Because I don't want to. So my question was she involved in the murder of the Watts family? And the answer is yes. And let me do this. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Hang on, you guys. Okay, 50, 60, 78, 80, 89, 89 is 77 plus 1, 8, yeah. Secrets, wills, sexual energy, yeah, absolutely. And I'll explain that to you later. Let me just do the 3 questions and we'll get on with it. 1, 2, first card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look. Absolutely she had a hand in it. I mean, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 11, 1, 2 second houses, money, the ability to earn income, value, talents and possessions. This popped out. Yes, yes, Misty, yes. It sounded like the side chick. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. See, yeah, you're right, Ruthie. You know, all these guys, these criminals, you know, they're smart people. That's how they're able to get away with that. It's that over intelligence almost. In Sanskrit, we have this saying, y'all will probably think this is gibberish, but there's a saying in Sanskrit, and it's Viprita Buddhi Vinasha Kalam. And what that basically means is over intelligence, like we have intelligence and then we have over intelligence, which then starts leaning towards the negative side of intelligence, like when you use your intelligence for negative things, right? And it also says once you get to that point, there's no turning back, and then what happens? Destruction. So I don't know if it made sense. That's the best way I could explain that or translate that to you guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Guess who pops out again? Hello, buddy. You guys, I can't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. 13. Okay. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60 plus 27 is 87. 88, 89, 96, 96 is 15, 5 plus 1 is 6. Work, health, discipline and habits. Okay. Shoot. So, before I pull any other cards, I just want to say my understanding. I definitely strongly believe that, wait, hang on. I don't know about that, Tamara, whether it was a toy doll in the closet. Yeah, those aces can't stay away, I'm telling you. So, yeah, you know, it could have been a toy doll because, you know, we know in this day and age, like how realistic those toy babies are, or what you call those babies, you know, that look like real babies that they were saying Meghan Markle was carrying around, which I wouldn't be surprised with. That's another crazy nut job. So, actually, I shouldn't mention her name. She's Henry's wife. And that Henry is another. Anywho, so it could be a toy baby, but then again, I don't think so because of what I'm sensing. And again, y'all, it's just me. I truly believe that Chris's parents did have a big say, a big hand, not say big hand, in, see, there's a time lapse, right? they did have a big hand in the, I want to use the word clean up, but not in the clean up as in cleaning up the bodily fluids and that kind of stuff, not that kind of a cleanup. But I do believe that they have definitely visited the home and removed some personal items for whatever reason that could have been discriminating evidence. No, it's discriminating, not incriminating. Jesus. Incriminating evidence, right, in the case, and they removed that, and that is what pisses me off. I'm also going to say that there is this great butting of heads between Shanna Ann and this family, because she was not a pushover. She was a very strong, accomplished, she was very clear, I want to accomplish this for my family. And I almost want to say that she was more of a man than Chris is. What do I mean by that? In the traditional sense, it's the men who take care of the family, etc., etc. Of course, we are in 2021 equality. I get it, but you know what I'm saying, right? And they make the decisions, etc. And of course, a lot of people, may come at me and say, "Well, Kirtana, it should be equal decisions." Yes, I get it, y'all. Come on, I know that. But she was more the one, and the guys are the ones who are like, I want to do this, I want to climb up the ladder in the office or do expansion in the business so that I can provide more for my family. He was not like that. He was like, yeah, okay, I'm okay, to do. But she was the one who had these intentions of, I want to grow, I want to increase, I want to do this, I want to do that, so I'll be better able to provide for my family. Now, Shannon was a little aggressive in that way. And she did not have a problem speaking her mind, but that does not mean that she was insensitive or she did not deserve the love and affection and respect, etc. But she, at some point in time, well before she got pregnant with baby Nico, she realized that this is kind of a little bit, I'm not getting the same level of, for lack of a better term, reciprocation or feedback from Chris as I used to, that sort of a thing. And he definitely wasn't on board with having that third child. He was like, okay, fine. But in all honesty, he wasn't, because his eyes were already wandering, his eyes were wandering, and he's like, whatever. And so when he first started with his wandering eyes, the side chick was not the first one. He had a couple of dalliances with somebody else, but he kind of chickened out because he doesn't have a set. You know what I mean? His family jewels were not stable enough, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. So he kind of freaked out and he's like, oh, I can't do it. So he kind of tested the waters then. And when this side chick came, considering how strong her personality is, how pushy she is, and how good she is at manipulating people, he's like, oh, okay, fine. You know what I mean? Like that. Let's see. Yeah, what's the deal with his parents? Yeah, it's crazy. According to his prison mate David Carter, she killed the little girls. You know what? This chick, this side chick, oh my God. See, y'all, there is no way the police will give you, or the FBI or the CIA or whatever, will give you the opportunity to legally change your, not legally, the offer of changing your identity, erasing everything in the past, giving you a new identity so you can go live somewhere else, and like witness protection program. Absolutely, they will not do that unless there's a really, really valid reason. And the valid reason, in my humble opinion, and yes, Chris Watts does have a baby with her, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a boy. So I'm saying that they must have had some kind of a deal with Ding Dong Ding Along, saying that, okay, you better give us all this information. So that was a trade-off. I will give you all this information if you can shield her and protect her, otherwise I'm not telling you. And this case was so highly, it was too much for the police officers themselves, because this was just like, in an oil tank, really. So they were like, screw this, let's just get all the information from her and we'll give him this. It's almost like a little bit of a trade-off. We'll give her this, let her go, but we know who she is. Like, we may not know where exactly she's living and under what new name and this and that and all that stuff. But of course, if you want to investigate, we can. But they will definitely have their eyes on her no matter where she goes in the world, right? Because they definitely have her fingerprints. May not be like, oh, Nicole, okay, come to the office, let's take your fingerprints. Not like that, but they definitely have her DNA. They definitely have her fingerprints. They definitely have her hair sample. 100%. They will reel her in sometime somewhere, and this ding dong, this female ding dong, or I should call her ding dang, she is going to definitely falter and make a mistake, and they are going to reel her in, and that's when they're going to pin her on everything. Yes, it's going to happen. Okay, fine, let's get on with the reading. So I don't know whose energy is stepping forth, but they're like, now, can we get on with this? He spoke with Tammy Lee about it, the one who did the lie detectors. I have to go back and watch this because it's... Who? I mean, Jesus. No way under the sun was he in any way sexy or whatever. He must, yeah. I'm going to have to watch this again because the grandkids are here. Okay, John. Yeah, honey, I'm telling you, if it's a male, it's a ding dong. It's a female, it's a ding dang. That's just my... And of course, it's for criminals. Okay. Oh, honey, law enforcement has her in their sights. They have not, like, she might be thinking, oh, I got away with it and everything, but no, honey, they'll bring her in. 100%. She's going to do something really stupid because she's that brilliant and she thinks, like, oh, I got away with this, so I can never, nothing is going to happen. But honey bunches of oats, you're stupid as heck. So, I'll show you guys the cards. Hang on, okay? Let's move this up. That wasn't on it. So, let me show you guys the cards before I get any further. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. There we go. Alright, hang on you guys, there's a lot of cards over here, right? And then we will take it from the top. Alright, so what do we got? We have the moon card, we have Sagittarius, we have Libra, we have the earth card, we have Pluto. Then we have the Fool, then we have the Lovers, the Sun, okay, and the Death card, or 13, which is, depending on which deck you look at, the Death of the Devil. And then we have the Pope. Then at the bottom we have Mercury, Venus, Taurus, Scorpio, and Virgo. She is 100% the mother of a child, and that child is a male. And without a doubt, that child is Watts' baby, absolutely. Whatever. Definitely she has had a baby with him. Then we have the moon card. Okay, so what does the moon card signify? Let me see what it pops up to. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 60, 62, 69, 69 plus 9 is 78. 78 is 15, that's 6. I need a pen and paper, that is 6. Hang on guys, I'm doing some math here. Okay, I shouldn't waste any time because we're almost half an hour into it. Then we have 19, 10, 20, 29, 34, 37, 37, 37, 63, 63, Then we have 10, 20, wait, 15, 31, 31, 41, 47, 47. Okay, that is 11, 9 and 6. So 11 plus 9 is 26, which is 8. Yeah, 100% secrets. It's all about the sexual energy. So, okay. So what I'm saying is, without a doubt, this relationship between Watts and his ding dang was definitely very sexual. For him, it may be Jill Klingensmith. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. That's how she lures people in. Okay, she lures in him by her sexuality, and yeah, no doubt she is. I would say, a fairly attractive person. I mean, I wouldn't call her beautiful, at least not in my eyes, but she's attractive. But she also knows that she is attractive. She understands she's not like a beauty type of thing, but she knows how to play her sexuality, her body. She has complete knowledge of the art of what's the word? To flirt, and how to draw men in, and how to use her sexuality, her body, those subtle hints, those subtle innuendos kind of things, and to draw them in. Now, here's the funny thing though. Now, unless somebody else's energy clearly steps forward, I'm not going to talk about that. This is about her. The energy I'm getting from this, and what I'm seeing in the cards, is the men who she tries this with. She has tried it on a couple of people before Chris. Their good luck, their good karma, they were able to get away from her clutches. Chris is not the first one. The men who kind of get attracted to this witch, they know that right off the bat that she's not a beauty. Okay, you know how like guys are like, I only date women who are above a certain height, or have this particular hair color, or I only date women from a certain ethnicity, or whatever. That's their own individual thing, right? And women too have that. I only want a guy, I will only date a, what's the word I'm looking for? Sassy T, BC free. Thank you, appreciate you, your kindness. There are a lot of women who are like, oh, I only want to marry a doctor, or I only want to marry an engineer, or he must have a particular car, or he should look like this, or he should like again, to each and her, his and her own. They know that she doesn't fit that picture that they have of their ideal woman. But something about her, they forget that, and they get drawn into her clutches. Those other guys were quick to realize that there's something not right with this chick, that there's something, I don't want to use the word sleazy, but something slithery. They have sensed it, and they've actually run. They've run to the hills, if you will. But this ding dong, being a little challenged over there and thinking with his nether yaha instead of up here, thinking with his family jewels, he's like, oh, okay, like that. That's how he got caught in it. One more thing I'll tell you about Chris. He was bored in his marriage. He felt that that his masculinity was being checked constantly by Shannon, because she's so strong and she has very clear she had very clear intentions of what she wanted to accomplish in life, and she's like, I want you to be on the same page, but if you're not, I'm just going to go and do it, because I can't sit around and wait for somebody else to do it. And he felt challenged, he felt like his masculinity was checked, and he had that animosity, he had that, who's that? Laurie Engen, thank you Laurie, appreciate you. He had that anger, that bitterness towards her. He has had these conversations with his mother and not so much his dad, but his mother and sister. And initially they were okay with Shannon, but then when this fool would start going there and say, mommy, mommy, then they started turning and changing their attitude about her. And Shannon was quick to realize what was going on, and she was like, okay, you people stay there, like, don't, whatever. So moving on, we have the moon card, we have Sagittarius, we have Libra, we have Earth and Pluto. We have the Fool, the Lovers, the Sun, the Death, the Devil card, and the Pope. Then we have, not the Pope, the Hierophant. Then we have Mercury, Venus, Taurus, Scorpio, and Virgo. Now when you look at these cards with the moon card, there is definitely a lot that was done under the shadow or under the cloak of darkness, which of course it happened like late hours or early in the morning. And there are definitely two people involved in this, 100%. But what the moon card is showing me, that one of them was always in the shadows. They were not right out in the open. Even in the moonlight, you can see clearly sometimes, right? If it's a full moon, you can absolutely see clearly. So this person was definitely in the shadows. This person waited for Shannon to come home for 14 hours. What dream of Jeannie H. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love that little. Oh my God, that is so cute. The little dancing thingy. Oh my God, that's so cute. Thank you. So she was in the shadows for 14 hours. Okay. I'm also going to say that there was a pet around the house, okay, and it's not a cat, I'm going to say it's a dog. There was definitely a pet around the house. I don't know what happened to that pet, or the pet was left outside or taken somewhere. Somebody confirm, excuse me, somebody confirm. Sherilyn Schaffner says, thank you, Sherilyn. Nikki Lou says, thank you. I love those little thingies. Oh my God, you guys, those are so cute. But thank you, more than that, thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you. So there was a pet, somebody confirmed, and I don't know, don't ask me why, but the image I got in my head when I was talking about the pet is my Alsatian dog, or my German Shepherd dog. Of course, German Shepherd and Alsatians, there's a little bit of variance in that too. Going back when, the Alsatian dog that we had when I was growing up, that image popped into my head, so I'm thinking it's that same breed. I don't know, somebody confirmed it to me. And then with the Sagittarius, they were definitely, it was planned in such a way that you stay hidden, and then if you need my assistance and my help, I'm going to come out and help you. I'm also saying that they were sure to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm here behind you. If you need, I will take action. Don't worry about it. Almost that I'm willing to take the action. I'm willing to shoot the arrow. I'm willing to do what needs to be done if it comes to that. I know you got it. I know you can handle it. But if it happens, then if you can, then I can step forward. Then we have Libra. The first look at this. It's the mother and the two babies. Okay, if you just look at the imagery, the original plan was to actually eliminate the kids. Okay, and then take care of the mothers. So the actual original plan was, I'm going to take the kids and I'm going to leave them at my mom's house or your mom's house, and because you're tired, I want you to, and I'm tired too because you've come back from out of town. I want to spend some time with you, so let's go leave the kids in your mom's house or my mom's house, and then we'll do what needs to, and then that'll give me an opportunity to just eliminate you. In all honesty, the two kids were not, or in his twisted brain, he did not intend to actually get rid of the two kids, because Ding Dang was like, oh, you know what, I have nothing against your children, I can take care of them, oh, how nice it would be if I were their mom. I can see myself being their mom. So he's like, oh, okay, maybe in his twisted head, he's like, okay, maybe I don't need to eliminate the children. If I just eliminate Shannon, then we'll be a ready-made family, right? And the plan was to tell Shannon that, and to take the kids and leave in the car, and go with the intention of saying like Laurie again, thank you Laurie, like he's going to drop the kids off wherever, but he was actually going to leave the kids in ding dang scared. Kamal, see, thank you Kamal, I love those little thingies, yes, so cool. Thank you Laurie again, thank you guys, y'all are so kind, I do appreciate your generosity, thank you. So the plan was to take the kids on the pretext of I'm going to leave them with your mom or my mom or whoever was the closest, but he was actually going to leave the kids in ding dang scared, and then he was going to come back and finish it off. That's the message I'm getting, finish it off, specific words. But for some reason, I only wish they had done that, because at least those two young beautiful children would have been saved, right? At least. Now, do I condone anything? No, I wish they were all saved, but you know what? I'd at least take those lives being saved, right, than all of them being eliminated. And here's what I'm saying. Oh my God, this is getting too graphic, y'all. I'm not watching the text now. I'm going to focus on this. The energy is really picking up. Shan-An very clearly, when he was in the process of killing and she was fighting, she was like, at least think of the baby in my belly, think of the baby in my belly. I understand, at least let the baby be born and then I'll be gone. She did plead for her life. She absolutely pleaded for her life before he kind of silenced her forever. She's saying, at least think of the baby, and okay, fine, I get it, let the baby be born, then I'll go on my way and you go on your way and we'll all be happy. But he was like, no. And then we have Pluto, right? Pluto's regeneration. So he was like, if I get rid of this, it's almost like the way he looked at it was like, if I get rid of, this is TMI, but these are the words they're giving me. You know how these bodybuilders, when they go for their competitions or whatever, they stop drinking water for 2 or 3 days, because apparently if you're dehydrated, the muscles, the skins get something, and then the muscles are more defined, and then they shave every last little micromillimeter of hair on their body and oil their bodies and all that stuff. For him, this was a process, because he felt that if he could eliminate them, then he'll be able to go forth completely regenerated as a new person with a clean slate, nothing in his background, and then he'll be able to create something new from the very beginning, from the start. And then you have the Fool card, and that's the Fool card, right? It's like, okay, fine, then I'll be able to start off on this new journey and be happy and not have a care in the world. And then you have the Lover's card. Who do you think this is? Ding dong and ding dang. And you know what? The mother, Ding dong's mother, was all for it. She was all for it. She's like, yeah, she has definitely met Ding dang. And she's like, yeah, I like her. Oh mom, I was just going with my co-worker to somewhere, and I thought like you could talk to her or speak to her or meet her or whatever. I don't know whether they physically met or over the phone or FaceTime or whatever. And the mom was like, oh, she's cute, and then he took it like mom approved. And then you have the Sun card, so definitely ding dong and ding dang, definitely, absolutely. And the mom did bless the relationship. She's like, oh, whether she actually made it known to ding dong or not, I don't know. But here she kind of said, oh, I wish he had gotten married to her instead of her. And so he sensed that his mother's saying that, oh, she's cute type of a thing, that it was almost like an approval. They definitely do have a child. Ding dong and ding dang, 100%. I feel like they do have a child. Either she was pregnant at that time or later time, I don't know. Look, I'm going to say some stuff that is far out there, and people will be like, well, Kirtana, you are really crazy. I don't know what, you're coming out with stuff that's really bizarre. There have been cases where when they come to visit for conjugal visits or whatever, they were able to, if they were not able to actually have sex, like physically, they were able to, I don't even know if I should say it because everybody will be like up in arms. be able to collect semen and then inseminate themselves later and then have kids and then say, oh, all that stuff has happened. There's some weird out stuff that goes on. And then we have, so either she got pregnant just when all the poo hit the fan or something like that. Somebody else donated, I missed that. Thank you though, I appreciate you. Or this is how she would have gotten inseminated. With the death card, I am 100% saying there is change and rebirth. So this was change and rebirth for her also. In terms of whatever negotiations Ding Dong had with the police and saying that I'll give you all the information, I'll confess to this, I'll tell you where their bodies are, that was a trade-off. If only you let her go. I'll take the fall for everything. If only you let her go, I'll give you the location of the bodies. That was a trade-off, and that's why she was able to get away with it, which is a rebirth for her. She got away and she moved on. Now, with the 5 card, right? Oh my God, something's in my eye. With the 5 card, the 5 is the Hierophant, right? It's like, okay, mercy and compassion. Oh, no, none of that. None of that. Look, there's always 2 people here. It's a Lover's card. Of course, the mother is involved here. The Sun card has 2 people. Look at the similarities here. Just watch, okay? 3, 3, 3, right? And if you really want to push it even further, this one too has 3. The parrot, the little cat, and the fool. So there was definitely 3 people in that relationship, which should never have been. So with the Hierophant, it's like, all right, fine, we'll forgive her, we will let her go as long as we have, you can tell us where the bodies are and tell us exactly how everything transpired and what went on, etc. Then we have Mercury, Venus, Taurus, Scorpio, and Virgo. Now with Mercury, I'm going to say she definitely has a gift of the gab. You know why? Because Mercury rules Gemini, and Gemini is a twin. I wish I had the Gemini card. Wait, I have it here somewhere. Let me see. I'm not in that. Let me. Yeah, the very second card I find Gemini. Gemini is about twin personalities, right? So Gemini, Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury rules Virgo. It's about the gift of the gab. That's a very, very strong indication. When people have very strong placements of Gemini and Mercury in their charts, you can tell they have the gift of the gab. She is very manipulative as far as her speech, with her mouth, with her speech. She can manipulate anybody. She is very smart. And with Mercury, she was able to manipulate in dialogue, in speech, and get away with whatever she did. And she also used her ability to speak and say what people needed to hear when they needed to hear, to be able to lure them in with Venus, love and sex and all that. She used very good, very smart, is able to manipulate people really, really well. I mean, you got to give it to this chick. I mean, you really got to give it to her. I mean, she really. And then you have Taurus. And what is Taurus? Taurus is an earth card, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. Again, there we go. Typically when we think of Venus as feminine, sexy, men are from Mars and women are from Venus type of thing, sexy, this, that, using the body, using, all that kind of stuff. Of course, Venus signifies all the nice things, all the, trappings of success, be it money, be it, of course, finances, be it all the glitter and gold, and be it all the comforts of life and all that stuff. So she would be able to almost put on a different mask and present herself as the epitome of what whichever guy who was in her crosshairs wanted. She did that with Ding Dong, and he he kind of fell for it like hook, line and sinker. And then we have Scorpio. Now what is Scorpio? Scorpio is ruled by Mars again and by Pluto. What is Pluto? Is regeneration, and we have Pluto right here. Okay? And Mars, Mars is the fury energy. It's like that. The side chick has a temper. 100%, she has a temper. So if she didn't get what she wanted, or if it didn't go fast enough, she would kind of lose her temper. But she wouldn't lose her temper with these guys. She would She wouldn't like yell and rant and rave. She'd all of a sudden withdraw herself. So it's almost like withdrawing emotions, like withholding emotions, withholding love, withholding affection. And believe it or not, y'all, this is in my humble opinion. I think I've always thought that men are a lot more gullible than women are as far as the love and romance department are concerned. Really, I seriously think so. So once you withdraw those emotions and withdraw the love and affection, then the man will go like, oh, okay, fine. You know how they say take away, right? You begin to take away, and once you begin to take away, then they work even harder to get you. Like we know, right? The psychology of dating or whatever the heck. So she's very good at doing that. And then we have Virgo again. Now I said Virgo is again ruled by Mercury. Again, the gift of the gab. She was able to use use her ability to speak in a very almost like that girlish, that oh my god, no way under the sun I could do that. Look, I'm so stupid. Like, really, you think I'm smart enough to do that? But no, she's very smart. She definitely controlled Chris. She definitely manipulated him, 100%. 100% manipulated him. No, she was not Victoria's Secret. She is not Victoria's Secret model. And the guys know that. Ding Ding's birthday is July 3rd. So that's a Cancerian, right? July 3rd, 7 and 3. Yeah, but one of my girlfriends has dolls that look so real. They are like $1,000, so it's so creepy. That's true. Says things what she wants people to hear. She was very good at manipulating. She is very good at manipulating people. Emotional manipulation, absolutely. Mental manipulation, physical manipulation in this fool's case. If you watch that video where she was interviewed by Sexual Siren, where she was interviewed by that detective, you could tell, to me it felt like she was almost trying to manipulate him, and there were certain parts that I felt he kind of lost himself because he kind of just fell for this nonsense. Absolutely. GP, what's your question, GP? So he kind of lost himself, and you could tell he was losing control. And really, is that the way to interview her? Like, seriously? It's like, how? Oh, okay, we have a date of birth. Hang on, you guys. July 3rd, 1998. Oh, 1988, my bad. So that is 7 plus 3 plus 10 plus 16. So 10 plus 10 plus 16. So 20, 36, that's 9. 9 is, yeah, her father is very prominent. Father. 9th house is distant travel, highly educated, intellect, very smart, and her father is very instrumental in helping her. I don't know if he's still alive. Yeah, Jodi Arias is also Cancerian. Yeah, I agree. Same birthday also shared with OJ's, but yeah. Laurie Yangan, good question. Somebody else had, GP said, GP, you have a question, GP. Will money, GP, this video is for the What's Side Chick. I am not answering personal questions. This is not the forum for that. I'm not going to block you as yet, but if you continue with asking personal questions here, then I will. Okay? Please know that. I thought your question was going to be relating to the case. That's why I said, what's your question? But really? No. Exactly, Texas Patriot. That's what I'm saying. I really thought her question was going to be regarding the case, and then she comes out with the personal question. No, I just timed her out. I'm not going to put up with that nonsense no more. No, I'm not. People are being disrespectful. When I clearly say this thing is video is dedicated for this individual, what part of what do you not understand? Oh yeah, Angie, she totally knew what was happening. Absolutely. Somebody asked a question, was a third party involved in this? That's the thing I'm going to ask now. I did get an ace, but we'll ask again. Ooh, hang on. Guess who pops up? You know, when I did the first round of yes or no questions, these three popped up all the three times, and these three are popping up again. So for this, it tells me this is the sister, the mother, and the father of Ding Dong. So yes, we did get an ace. So I feel like they definitely had a hand in this more than what we are led to believe. Oh, I did not know that. Ann M. It says, didn't Chris and Dude Chick have a three-way with a guy friend of hers? I did not know about that. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he himself per se is inclined that way, but she would have been like, just see, that's the thing with her, y'all. That's the thing with her. She is, you know how some guys, she can tell right off. She can tell right off the bat whether this guy is somebody who's at a point in his time where he wants to settle down, or this guy is he just looking for a change, or this guy, if I work on him a little bit more, I could get him to settle down with me, or this guy, no, he doesn't want to settle down, I won't be able to get that out of him. He just wants to have a kind of an interim type of a relationship, maybe a year or so, have a whole lot of fun. But yes, I can, at the end of the day, regardless of what the relationship is, she wants to make sure she gets something out of it. So if this was a third party situation, she will definitely be open to that, and she'll be like, yeah, I know what I'm getting into. If I can get something out of this guy for the next 2 years, and if he wants a threesome, I'll do it. She has absolutely no inhibitions. So like, fine, let's do it. She did not have a very strong mother figure in her life growing up. When I looked at the documentary, Watts was very, very empty sounding, almost felt dark and very cold, very different person, and feeling from home videos, almost like two different people. Yeah, because he, in his head, was already like gone, you know. That's okay. Side chick, dude chick, whatever. It's in the video description that these aren't personal readings, okay? Yes, she was involved in the murder, Heather. Absolutely she was. But did she actually go and kill? No, she was like waiting to, she helped move things. You know what I mean? She helped move things. Do you think she killed the girl? She kept saying he didn't kill the girls. At first, I often wondered if she took those children's lives so she could be the first in everything in his life. Her intention was not to actually take the children's life, because she was okay with the kids. She was like, because if she had come right out and said, let's finish all of them, something would have snapped in his head, because that he was more of a parent than he was a husband. So yeah, as bizarre as that sounds. So something would have snapped at his head, and he would have turned and looked at her and go, oh hell no, I'm going to get rid of you. I mean, you need to get away from my life because this isn't working. Hold on. Regarding third party, did Jim Ding Dang's friend murder Shanna Ann and Tang was in the car waiting to take Jim out of house after Chris left. I don't think it is another guy who killed them. No, I think Chris has blood on his hands and Nicole has blood on her hands. You should say no personal questions on your live stream because new people may not know that. Okay, anger is not an answer if you want to get more. Geeta, thank you very much for your input. I do appreciate your telling me what I can and I cannot do on my site. I am a person like anybody else, and if I lose my temper on certain things or get a little bit annoyance, that's my thing. But if you're going to come on my channel and tell me anger is what are you saying? Anger is not an answer if you want to get more subscribers. Geeta, in all honesty, really, you clearly don't know who I am. Okay, so thank you very much for visiting with us, and yeah, don't come at me like that. Don't come at me like that. No, no. I'm not here to. Hang on, you guys. I do kind of. This is the kind of stuff that really pisses the snot out of me. Whoever this Geeta female is or male is, don't come here and tell me, oh, anger. No. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Okay, don't tell me what I can and cannot do and what I should and shouldn't do to get more subscribers. It's not a question of getting more subscribers. Let me tell you something, my sweet girl. Let me tell you something, honey bunches of oats. I've been doing this for coming up 34 years, okay, before I decided to get on YouTube and do this. Okay, I do appreciate the forum, but it's not, I have no other hidden agenda except to get the word out. So, no, I'm not, you know what, I don't even have to explain myself. Yeah, thank you so much for visiting with us. You have a great day. Nikki Lou says, thank you so much, Nikki. I do appreciate your contribution. But here's the thing, you know what, Delvin, here's the thing, we are all human beings, right? Every one of us here, right? We have our moments, right? And yes, maybe at times I've kind of, when was the last time? Remember the last time we had another female, Jyoti or whatever, which really pissed the snot out of me? Melly Morte. Oh my God, Melly, thank you so much. Oh my God, I love that little cloud. and she says, hi. It really pissed the snot out of me. And the reason is, look, we are all adults here, right? When the title says something very, very clearly, then do I really need to explain myself? Use your common sense and your intelligence. And if you're typing chat messages over there, please go and see what kind of questions people are asking, right? And then you come at me and ask me this question. Now, if other people are also asking such questions and I'm answering it, then it is my responsibility to extend the same courtesy to you and answer your question. Clearly, nobody here is asking personal questions because everybody understands what this is about. So go look at that before you come at me, and don't come and tell me, oh, about anger and all. No, honey, no, you are not my psychiatrist, and I'm not answerable to you. Okay? Don't get on my channel, watch my videos, and try to lecture me on what I should and shouldn't do. It's not how it works. I don't appreciate that. Do you see me coming into your world and telling you what you should and shouldn't do? I would never do that because it's not my problem. In your life, your thing, you're an adult, do what you think is going to work for you. This is what works for me and I'm going to do it. So do not come on my channel, do not watch my videos and come at me with idiocy like that. And disrespect me like that and disrespect my viewers with your idiocy. Thank you very much. Sorry y'all, who's that? Cat Love from Canada. You guys have been awesome. No need to tell Miss K how to run her. Yeah. Yes. I'm just going to stop focusing or stop looking at those people and just focus on this. It probably is that same person gone and changed their username and come back. They do all that nonsense. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I have to, this is me, what can I say? This is me. I'm not one of those people are like, oh, this is how I'm going to present myself. No, good Lord, no. I'd come across as being such a phony if I were to do that. I won't have any subscribers because I can't do that. Like, I just can't. Y'all, I'm a Sagittarian. We shoot straight from the hip, y'all. What can I say? Hey, Bruce Davis. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Afro-human says, I'll modify. I'm handy with tools. You're handy with tools, dealing with tools, right? Oh my goodness, I'm going to stop because then I'll say something really idiotic. Okay, let's get on with this. So the question was, I'm going to ask about this gym fellow because let's just ask whoever this gym fellow is, whether he was responsible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got a single ace. That doesn't mean he was responsible, but these three keep popping up, y'all. Every single time. Wait. Nicole says, thanks for being you. Thank you, Nicole. I love that little, oh my God. I'm going to have to go back and read. Someone asked her for a personal reading when that oh, whatever. Ooh, honey, look. What? So the first round, no answer. Second round, 1 ace. Third round, 2 aces. So let's delve into this. I never heard of this whole gym business. Jimbo, Jimmy Boy, Jim, whatever you want to call him. I do see a setup. Oh God, this is TMI. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say. It could be a little too much. You know how they have these setups where they dedicate, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying this. Why am I being shown this picture? Like it's almost like dark gray walls, like dark gray. Not black, but dark gray. Very specific color they're showing me, dark gray walls. And it's like a low bed, like it's not an expensive bed, it's like one of those cheapy things like those IKEA, those futon beds with no back headrest and no footrest. It's just that bed low to the ground and a dark grey bed sheet or fitted covers, fitted sheets put over it and some pillows. It's all grey. And then you have this weird thing, this sexual thingies hanging from the wall from behind. That's why there's no headboard. You know, the stuff where you can tie up your hands and all that stuff. I see that very clearly over there. And I'm seeing something on the side. I feel like it's almost like weight training, like dumbbells and all that stuff on the side over there. And then there's a window, and the window is not like a big window, it's a small window. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the basement. I wouldn't be surprised if he used the basement for all his little nefarious activities when Shannon wasn't around. He would not do that on their bed. At least he had that much common sense of food. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thingy with Jimbo transpired over there. But I don't think Jimbo was there, but I don't think he participated in the actual killing of Shanahan, baby Nico, and the two kids. I don't think he did. He must have been aware of what's going on, but I feel like I see him carrying something heavy, but not really like, he's like, oh boy, I don't want no part of this. Like, I feel like he's almost helping move something. He doesn't know what it is inside, but he instinctively, he feels like, I'm getting nervous, and then he slithers off. He's like, I'm gone. So I don't, that's the image I'm getting from, feel I get from Jimbo. So, no, I don't want me to use this. This chick is definitely going to get caught, honey. Yeah, she's definitely going to get caught, absolutely. It's not going to be right now, but they will reel her in. She is in their crosshairs, in the crosshairs of the FBI or CIA or whoever, law enforcement. They are just waiting for her because she is going to falter, she's going to do something stupid. Okay, so let me go back a little bit and explain what I mean by that. Whenever I say, like, you know, they're going to bring them in on some charges that will be unrelated to the real case on hand, and once they bring him in, because from a legal perspective they have to be able to have something to say, okay, now we have a proper arrest warrant type of thing, or now you're moved from a person of interest to the suspect. Your status is changed from being a person of interest to a suspect. Like in the Brian Laundrie case, they pinned him right off the bat, and he moved from being a person of interest to a suspect the moment they found out that he used Gabby's debit card or whatever. Remember in the very first video or something, I had said, somebody check her bank account, there's something over there. I don't think anybody really paid attention. I said either somebody's stealing money from her account or the bank is just putting extra charges or something, and I said check her bank account. Subsequently we found out that this fool was withdrew X number of dollars from her account illegal after she passed, and so that's stealing, and then they reeled him in on that, and that's when his title shifted from being a person of interest to suspect. So the same way they're going to do it with her. They'll be like, honey, all right, fine, we had a deal with the devil, you know, so we made a deal with Watts, we're going to let you go, but understand this, we have not forgotten you, we will never forget you, we have your DNA, we have your fingerprints, we have a hair sample, we have your DNA as in saliva. Yes, law enforcement has dropped the ball on quite a few occasions, I get it. But that does not mean all of them fall into that category of not knowing what they're doing. There are a few smart people out there who genuinely know what they're doing and who are really smarter than all these ding-dongs and ding-dangs and know how to get them and fix them. It's a waiting game. See, right now her time is good. Her astrology, when you look at her chart, her time is good. She had a blimp where she fell down over there. Like, it's almost like, you know, you fall off the ledge. But it's not that far of a fall, it's literally 2 feet, and so you recover, you don't get hurt, but now you're on the ledge, and then you still are able to climb out of the ledge and come back to safe ground. That was her little blip type of a situation. What I'm seeing right now is, oh my God, can you just... He strangled me first and then he used a pillow. So she's showing me, Shanahan is showing me Chris's thumbs, like, okay, so yeah, like that. This is the best way I can show, right? Like this. Of course, I'm trying to do it for myself, so it looks upset. My palms are facing upwards, but if you were to do it to somebody else, you know what I mean, I'm sorry, then you see the palms are facing like so. But you know what, the part, the Adam's apple type of that particular, she's saying right over there, she's saying I did have bruises, and then I struggled and I fought, and then that's when he used a pillow over me. She's saying I fought so hard. She's saying for a moment over there, I wished I wasn't pregnant because I would have taken him down. She's not regretting that she was pregnant. That's not what she's saying. She's saying, for a moment over there, I wished I was not pregnant because I would have taken him down. Of course, she couldn't take him down because she was pregnant, right? And instinctively, you're protecting your baby and you kind of try to do everything to protect your baby. You get into protection mode, not in an aggression mode. So she's saying, if I wasn't pregnant, I would have taken him down. And so that's her one thing. She's saying, I pleaded with him to let me go at least for the baby's sake, at least for the baby's sake. She said, I told him, let the baby, let's deliver this baby, let's have this baby, and then I'll move away and I'll give you a divorce if you can you can get on with your life. And he's like gritting his teeth and he's like, no you won't give me a divorce. I know you're not going to give me a divorce. I can't help it, I have to get rid of you. Now, one thing I'm going to say is, who's that, Nicole again? Thanks for being here, thank you. So one thing I will say is there are a lot of theories out there that he was mind controlled and he had the devil in him and that he what's the word, the occult and this and that and all that stuff. I don't think it has anything to do with somebody using him or controlling him or all those things. No, this guy is just plain dumb. I mean, like, he fell for that stupid ding dang and he's like, oh, I don't have any other way, this is the only way. But she is very smart, she is super smart. She knew the kind of whispers she needs to put words, to put in his ears to get him to do it, and he just felt this was the only way out. So also there's a lot of input from his mother telling him things about Shannon. She definitely peed her pants when this was, and I can quite understand that. She definitely peed in her pants. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to see this. Okay. So Shannon is showing me that when he was on top of her, literally snuffing the life out of her, one of the children came to the bedroom door. I'm not seeing which child, but one of the child, she's saying the younger one, the baby, the younger one, came to the door sucking her thumb. I'm sure that baby was sucking her thumb, and she used to with her little blankie. And because she heard all the commotion and she woke up and she came to the door, and then this fool stopped, got off her, jumped off the bed, went back, told the child, go to your room, in a very stern voice. The child started crying, and he stood at the door and said, go back to your room, and shut the door in the child's face and came back and did this. When he got off of her, she had maybe a second to go and lock herself in the closet or the bathroom or whatever, but she couldn't do that because she was gasping for air. She couldn't do that. And she was so stressed about the baby because she's saying, I'm not getting enough oxygen. What about the baby? So even though she had the fraction of a second, she was almost like frozen. Would she have gotten out of the room and bedroom? No, because he was at the door. He was literally, she's showing me how he's standing. So he's got his hand on top and his hand here, and he's got a foot out, so almost blocking the door. So there was no way she could have gone through the door, through the bedroom door out. And she was gasping. She couldn't physically do it. She didn't have the strength to do it. So that's the thing. Okay, let's hear what we're going on about this the side chick. This was supposed to be all about the side chick, but clearly Shanahan has something to say. Oh my God, this girl. So I'm just going to show you, of course, you all won't know none of that, right? Okay, so we have the ace, and it says love conquers all, new love, power of love for all things. And then we have this in the reverse, which is teacher, hardworking, a dark-haired woman or dark woman, a guiding woman, which is in the reverse. This is definitely, what's her face's name? Nicole. She is going to move on to have another relationship. Absolutely, she's going to move on to have another relationship. She's going to try her very best to work hard at trying to get past this, but she will not be able to, because she's always on, even though she has a different name and different social security number and this, that and the other, there's always a fear at the back of her mind that people are watching her, people are watching her, people are watching her. Okay, so she's going to have that constant fear, and she is not going to be able to get past that. She is going to do something where she's going to try to get into the teaching field, because she feels that if she isn't already, with her new name, etc., she feels that if she becomes a teacher, that's going to be the safest place, because for the most part the public in general feel that teachers are the nicest people, because they teach kids and that sort of thing. Although we do know that there are some teachers out there who sexually molest kids, we know that. There is every profession has the bad apple. So she feels like she's best hidden, she'll be safest hidden in plain sight by being a teacher. I wouldn't be surprised if she joins that particular field or that particular whatever. As far as growth and happiness and all that stuff, it's going to be a struggle for her. It is definitely. Tears, blood and war, there is definitely a lot of this heartache and struggles and that sort of a stuff. It's also telling me that she did have a lot of oh daddy, please help me, and I'm so sorry, I didn't know he was like this, and I didn't know, and I'm so sorry, and oh my God, I feel like I let you down, daddy, I'm so sorry for stressing you out, please help me. And the father is going, it's okay, don't worry about it, I know you're never capable of doing anything like this, I'll take care of you, I'll whatever. Her stars, her personality, she can never pull these stunts on women because they'll see right through her. But she is very, very, very good at being able to manipulate men and their emotions. Now, I'll tell you one more thing, okay? There were a couple of women around Chris Watts, be it their work or auxiliary business, like maybe the next office or whoever, who saw these two, and they would go shaking their head and go like, oh, she's got him by his nutsacks. Because women can see her for who she really is. At the same time, she's very, very, the men don't choose to see her. Somehow they fall for it. So as far as that is concerned, that's her karma that she's been blessed with when she came into this world. In this lifetime, maybe in a previous lifetime, like she got done bad by a lot of men, so in this lifetime it's like, I'm going to teach men type of thing. Well, I'm just saying that type of thing. So this is her purpose in life. This is her talent, her biggest talent, and this is what is either going to put her in a grave or is going to take her to the highest levels of success. I'm telling you, she is going to go down in history as like, now the world knows that she was actively involved and participated in that whole scenario with Shannon, baby Nicole and the two little girls. So, but it's going to come for her, y'all. Not right now, but it will. Now, we also have a big partnership and a handshake. This was definitely a situation where she was like, I am going to provide all the best information, all the information. I'm very transparent. I'm going to tell you everything I know. There's no reason for me not to. And the fact that she's like coming across as being very innocent, and I'm so trying to look, I have nothing to hide. Look, my body language is very open. I'm going to look at you straight in your eyes, yada, yada, yada. No, no. she is definitely going to get into another relationship, and she's going to try to settle down with that relationship. She's going to get married, 100%. She's going to get married, but I don't foresee that lasting too long. I do not foresee that lasting too long. She has definitely had a little, I'm not going to say she's gone and completely changed her appearance, like, whatever, but she has definitely got a little bit of a surgical procedure done. 100% she has changed a little bit about her face. 100%. She's average looking, a little more than average maybe, but she knows how to use her body. Oh my God. She's something else, y'all. She's something else. She purposefully seeks out weak guys. She knows how to sniff them out. All this thing about, oh, I don't know why I keep attracting guys who are already taken. It's like, shut up and sit your butt down. No, it's not that why, oh, it's my karma, I attract that kind of man. No, you go after men like that. So, we have 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 4 of Chalices, the Devil card and the Emperor. Very interesting. Very interesting. I want to check on that. Here we go again. Yes, a spider spinning a web, absolutely. He did say the daughter did walk in and asked what was wrong with her mom, and he told his baby girl that he is... Oh, I don't know about that. Araceli is saying, but he did state that he knew the girl knew her mom was dead. Okay, I don't know about that. What? At Marcy, do you mind if I look? Oh. Yeah, y'all, if y'all have any information regarding these cases and all that, like I keep telling y'all, leave your comments below. You're sharing your information. It's not just, I'm not asking that for selfish reasons. It's just sharing information, right? You never know who reads it and where people connect the dots and all. Like a lot of y'all send me emails with links to videos or news clippings or photographs or geographical locations or whatever, which I appreciate. I really appreciate your sharing that information. And I mean, I don't personally stand to gain anything out of it, but just everybody, like sharing information, right? Get the word out. You never know what's going to come of it. So thank you. Okay, let's go back to this. No, they want me to pull some more cards. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Devil card, the Emperor, right? And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, Justice, then we have the Sun, and then we have the Star card. So let's read it. So with the 5 of Pentacles, definitely without a doubt, what's her name? Whatever, let me rephrase that. what's his name, Chris Watts, he definitely did feel like he was left out of the limelight because Shannon was so into her business and so into her involved in that, and she was fairly recognized in her business. Like, it wasn't like she was a newbie or whatever. She was trying to establish herself in whatever the awards and all those things you get, whether it is a pyramid scheme or whatever. Let's set that aside. He was definitely a little bit, I'm going to say, jealous of it. And he definitely did feel like he was left out over there. And it also shows me that Shannon was the one who was bringing in more money than him. That affected him too. Initially, he's all about, you go, babe, you get it. I know you have the confidence. I support you, yada, yada, yada. And a lot of guys do that. Right in the beginning, they're all gung-ho. Oh, yeah, I want a strong, independent woman. And yes, this, that, and then the other. And, I don't want women who are dependent. I want strong, independent women who have a career. And then when they actually do get a woman like that, all of a sudden, somewhere along the line, they wake up one day and it goes, boom, no, I don't want to deal with that. I want to be the man. Really? Like, really? But anywho, he definitely was like that. He's like, after a brief period of time, he just realized that he was losing power. His masculinity was kind of getting, being questioned a little, emancipation, if that's what you want to call it. And he was kind of like, oh, I can't go back and take back my power. So he did feel very strongly about that. I'm also going to say that Shannon, even though she would have been very, very good at investment, managing the family funds and all that kind of stuff, because she was very clear. She wanted to upgrade her life. She wanted to do better. She wanted to do more. And she was not afraid of putting in the hard work. She was not. He's actually a little bit lazy, Then we have the Nine of Wands. And what is the Nine of Wands? Nine of Wands says, like, you have to keep within your boundaries, etc., etc. And she's like, no, I want to go out there. I am not going to be stalled. I'm not going to be limited. I want to go out there. I want to be able to, do more and do better. And he did a little bit try to restrict her, and she wasn't too happy about it. With the Four of Cups, this is Chris, and he's like, yeah, I'm feeling a little unfulfilled. I'm feeling a little let down. I'm feeling like I'm not necessarily the primary focus in the marriage. I need to find something else because I need somebody else to make me the primary focus so that I feel strong and confident as an individual. Really? And that's when he started looking around and falling for the temptation of Ding Dang, which is a devil card. Oh my God, it's so predictable. Like, it's almost funny. So predictable. His relationship with Nicole. And then we have the Emperor card. She definitely did make him feel like he was a man. She definitely did make him feel like, oh my God, I'm going to bow down to you. You're my man. You are the man. You're the one who wears pants in the family. Absolutely, honey. Yes, honey. You're the kind of man I always wanted in my life. You remind me of my father. Saying all those things to him, and he's like, oh, okay. Oh my God, what a nut job. Stupid is as stupid is, honey. Then we have Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles is patience, hard work, success, etc. I definitely feel like also that he misappropriated some funds, and Shannon knew about it, and she was like, okay, honey, what's going on over here? Like, why are you spending all this money, and what are you spending it on? And he's like, well, it's my money. And she goes, yeah, I know it's your money. I earn too, and it's a pool, but, I'm just asking, like, where's it going? What are you doing? And he did not like that. That caused a big fight and an argument between the two of them. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is wanting to be self-sufficient, wanting to have the financial gain, wanting to be able to provide for everything. And then you have the Justice card, which is coming in. Guess who? Ding Dang steps in, and she's like, oh no, she just wanted to, let's say you had a family portrait of Shannon, Chris Watts, and the two little girls, and just say somebody came out with a cutout of Nicole and just stuck it over, superimposed it on Shannon. And she wanted that. She just wanted that. She was like so determined, that's what I want. That's it. That's all I want. I don't care. One way or the other, I need to get rid of this one. Whether you divorce her or whatever, she needs to be gone so I can just step in and pick up like nothing happened. How's that even possible? She definitely planted the seeds in Watts's head. It would have been so nice, if she really wasn't in your life, we could have already had this beautiful picture. We could have already had this beautiful life. But now, the fact that she's still in your life, we cannot have this beautiful picture. We cannot have this beautiful life because she's in your life. How can we do that? If she wasn't here, in a heartbeat, you would have had this. We could have been a family unit. That got him thinking, okay, this is what I want. She's painted such a fantastic picture, and the only one standing in the way is Nicole, so fine, I'll just get rid of her. They really did start arguing and talk about divorce, and Shanahan was like, I don't want to do it right now. I mean, like, you're just throwing this bombshell on me. It pissed her off. She got mad. Are you seeing somebody? The usual conversations. Are you seeing somebody? Who's that BITCH? I'm going to kick her ass, and I'm not going to put up with this. I'm going to put a stop to this. This is not like you. You would never do this to me. I know in my heart. And, going through all these emotions, right? Like, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you. I can't believe you're doing this, but you're an asshole. I should have known this. I knew it was coming. I saw the lights lit. But how could you do this? I know it's not you who's doing this. Somebody is making you do all these things. She went through all those conversations and all those emotions when they had that argument. And then she finally said, all right, fine, whatever. I can't make a decision. I'm just going to go to bed. We'll talk about this in the morning. And then she's like, can we not just wait until the baby happens and then we can revisit this and whatever? And he's like, no, he wanted it right then, right now, right now, right now. Instant gratification. So, Ding Dang was like, the best way to do is just to get rid of her. That's what they do. And then you have the Sun card. And it was definitely done before sunrise, definitely done. I want to say between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, definitely. Is where I want to say the whole thing was like tied up. She definitely does have a child from Watts, for sure she does. And then you have the Star card, and the Star card is an Aquarius card, and we just figured out she was a Cancer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 houses, secrets and the occult and regeneration, sexual energy and sexuality and all that. Yeah, absolutely. Death, it is death, the 8th as well. So definitely she was very much involved in the demise of Shanahan and the 3 children. But did she actually go and physically kill them? No, she did not. But she was definitely an accomplice. She was definitely on the property when it went down. And after it went down, these two had a shouting match with each other. Definitely a shouting match with each other. She's like, I didn't think you were going to do this, and well, okay, fine now, whatever, Oh, I did it for you, baby, and oh my God, what a bunch of ding-dangs. Well, Trina, what you're saying is their finances were a mess. They were ready to file for bankruptcy. Well, that is true, but she was definitely the one who was working very hard to bring in more money because she had hopes and aspirations of wanting to step up her life, wanting to, Billy Bridle says, other than a vampire, that sucks. A succubus drains weak men of their energy. She is definitely that. This one, definitely. This one, and Jodi Arias. Oh my God. Yeah, she was a Jezebel, yeah. So yeah, I mean, if they were planning on filing for bankruptcy, that would give Shanahan more motivation to want to step up, want to do more, want to do better, because she definitely had vision. She had a vision, she had a dream, she had a hope that what she wanted her family to be like. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, because I think I just said that there was some misappropriation of funds or whatever. Like, what are you spending on? Why are you doing this? Like, how much money is coming in? How much is going out? It's not balancing out. So without a doubt. Do you think they still communicate? Oh, 100%, Patty, 100%. And you know who they communicate through? Chris's mom. No, he did not remove the fetus out of Shannon. No. Oh, Marcy, hello, Heather Waters. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you, Marcy. I do appreciate you being here, and I'm sorry you lost your friend. It was such a horrible, horrendous way for her to, I mean, it's such, whenever you lose a loved one, friend or family, it's very difficult. I understand that, but this was such a horrendous case, so my heart goes out to you and her family. So please accept my condolences, and I don't know how. Oh God, girl, I have no words. I really have no words. I can't imagine what you, her other friends, her family members have gone through, because I am not in your shoes, right? I'm just somebody sitting somewhere who has heard of the case and read of the case, etc., and it has affected so many people, even though we are not directly related to Shannon and the family. But you all being in the inner circle, I can imagine how traumatic this must have been, and I don't think the hurt ever goes away. So please accept my heartfelt condolences, and I thank you for joining us. Did you have any questions, Marcy, regarding this particular case? Marcy, if you have any specific questions regarding Nicole or Shannon or Ding Dong, as I like to call him, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to draw cards. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Marcy, could you tell us, I'm out of curiosity, did they have a dog? Did they have a pet? Like an Alsatian or a German Shepherd or something? Did they have a pet? Like just a pet? Heaven hugs to you. Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you, the one who carries information back and forth from Chris to what's her face's name is the mother, and definitely they visit. And you know how they visit her? She is being presented to the family as Chris's sister's friends. That's how she's being presented to not raise suspicion. North Korea NK Google Shannon 12 months before. What? Oh, okay, smack me. you put you put NK and my mind goes to North Korea. I don't know why. Well, NK is obviously Nicole Kissinger, but why am I thinking North Korea? I have no problem. Maybe I'm going to do a video about North Korea sometime. I don't know. I mean, what are the odds, y'all? Jeez. What are the odds that randomly I would say North Korea, like duh, but yeah, it's Nicole Kissinger. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. She is very methodical in her approach to how, like I said, she should have been a detective, or she should have been a planner or something like that, because she's very methodical. She's very smart. She knows how to go about laying the trap. She does the groundwork. Like I said, she gets somebody. Oh, okay, I'm bored. I need some excitement. Oh, this one. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Let me go test him. Is he susceptible? How easy is it? What exactly? Okay, fine. Okay, now since I've diagnosed him, he's in my crosshairs, and now let's get to work. Yay, it's exciting. How much fun. She's like that. I may do a video on North Korea, y'all. Maybe that's what... Wait, I hope he sees the last look on his family's faces every time he closes his eyes and never sleeps well again. They had a dog, wow, and it was a Jack Russell. Somebody saying that, I don't know, but I am sensing either an Alsatian or a German Shepherd or a cross thereof, but I don't know. Marcy, do you have any questions, honey? No, I don't think he will be killed in prison per se, but he's going to bump himself off. He's not all together, y'all. He's not all together. His brain cells are. Let me just shut the door, okay? Give me 1 second, because people just woke. Okay. Does Chris see the son he had with? I don't think he has laid eyes on him, because that would raise a red flag. No. I don't think he's going to be killed per se in prison, but he's going to off himself because he has completely lost his marbles. Like he is. Wait, Marcy Lynn Sneed says she wasn't pregnant. So Marcy, are you saying that Nicole wasn't pregnant? Where about the Dick? He was not in the house on police. Oh, I wonder what kind of dog she had. But anyway, we're talking about Nicole. So Marcy is saying she wasn't pregnant. So Marcy, I'm assuming you're saying that Nicole wasn't pregnant at that time. Well, if you go back and watch the thing, I said she could have gotten inseminated after, but she definitely has a child with this fool. I'm going to ask if she's going to be... if he is going to be killed in prison, if Chris is going to be killed in prison. Yeah, you know, he probably has photos of Shannon and the girls in his cell because he's trying to repent for it. It's like, nah. Well, now we have a new name, Isabella. She says, I thought North Korea, NK, Ding Dang, had a husky. I suppose we'll call her that henceforth, right? We'll call her North Korea. But then people from North Korea might get all up in arms and saying, don't associate us with that Ding Dang. Oh my goodness, I can't believe my mind went to North Korea. I don't know, there's something there. Something is going to come from that. Oh my goodness. Marcy Lynn says yes. Oh, okay. So she's confirming that she wasn't pregnant. Okay. Well, Ding Dong did the turkey best method to get. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all. I am telling you. They have somehow managed to be able to do that. There are ways, and look. Here's the thing. There are corrupt people in every walk of life, in every industry. People who are willing to do nefarious things just because, for the sake of money, right? Even though he may be in isolation, actually it's better if he's in isolation because you can actually do all these things. What's to say that nobody, the guards or whatever didn't assist him and say, okay, fine, we'll bring in the little vial and you can jack off into it and we'll put it in a little ice case and take it away. Look. This little turd, this little piece of, I'm going to say it, this little piece of shit, okay, this Watts, and he's a little boy, really, a little man. If he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, he isn't. When people such as Jeffrey Epstein, where is Jeffrey Epstein is there and this fool is somewhere here, Jeffrey Epstein is there. Such a high profile guy, so much money, so much influence, so much of clout, if they can off him in prison, right? Think about it. If they can off him in prison, and yeah, Jeffrey Epstein didn't take his own life, he was murdered. You think they can sneak in little vials and stuff so that he can jack off into it and transport it? Like, if you can kill such a high profile person in prison, okay, because it was all set up and prison guards and everybody was in cahoots with each other. You think these prison guards won't be able to do this for him if right connections were made and if they were like, yeah, think outside the box. I don't believe that every single person out there in the prison system or whoever are all angels and saints. Not every police officer is an angel or a saint. Not everybody in the military, not everybody in average citizens are an angel or a saint, right? So think outside the box. It is possible. Anything is possible. Look, anything is available for sale. It's just a question of what is the price and are you willing to pay the price. Be it, the price could be in the form of money, the price could be in the form of something else. Are you willing to pay the price? If you're willing to pay the price, yeah, sure. There was an article that stated NK in North Korea, no, I'm not going to say that, was writing to ding dong Watson. 100%. She did set her eyes on him. I heard she was writing to him, yeah. Whatever alias she was using, she is definitely keeping in touch. And if not writing to him in prison, then definitely through the month. Exactly. Why would she look up wedding dresses? Look, like I said time and time and again, was it the first time he had played around with... No, it wasn't. Ali J, I answered that. It was not the first time. So what I'm going to say is, and yes, Marcy, I'll answer that question. She was very clear. This is what she wanted. This is how she wanted to go about it. And she was one way or the other going to do it. You know, how many times have we heard, I remember you saying that... wait, of course, I remember you saying that about the bank account, yeah. Okay, why would she look up wedding dresses? Was it the first time? No, she was looking at wedding dresses the week Shannon. Okay, so how many times have we seen cases where, the women are like, I have planned out my whole wedding, now I'm going to go find a man. Okay, so... So Arijay, no, he has definitely had dalliances earlier, messing around a little and, kind of flirted a little, maybe gone on a tentative date, maybe tried whatever, timber, limber, whatever, dandruff, whatever. Oh my goodness, me and my... Anyway, whatever you call those websites, I call it the dandruff website. Seriously, that's what I call it because it's like... I'm sure a lot of people say Tinder and all that is really good and it's worked out and I met my love of my life and all that stuff. But I really do feel that some of those sites are mainly focused on hooking up y'all. Whatever, if that's what works for you, have at it. He has definitely tried at that and kind of flipped out a little because, okay. It's almost like, I'm going to have a sip of my 21st birthday, now I can legally drink. I'm going to first try beer because let's start off on beer. It's the most easiest and most lightest and then we'll move to hard liquor. It's like that with this food, literally like that. I'm so sorry, Marcy. Okay. Marcy, you can tell us if I'm not being too intrusive and if this is like, too personal, then of course you don't have to answer my question. But has Shannon not discussed these little going-ons or his discrepancies with the friends? Not just with Nicole, but with certain other people in the past as well. I said, I have a feeling that something's not right in the relationship, or, we have Scott Peterson's girlfriend. She was asking how much that lady got from publishing her book. What? Oh, I'm sure she must have made a whole bunch of money. Yeah, Tinder. I call it dandruff, but anyway. Yeah, they did. Yes, she was the best. I always sent a... Oh my goodness. I have to go back and read your thing. But the kids have come forth. One thing I'll tell you... One thing I will tell you... The older child, the older daughter, the eldest, she has not forgiven her father. Shannon is like whatever, like she's hurt, she's upset, her life was cut short. Her energy always is like, she still feels like she's still living in this world, like she's continuing to live her life, having a baby and moving on and doing all those things. But her daughter, the older one, has not forgiven the father. Absolutely not. Oh, this was the question I was going to ask about. I had read that Shannon was uncomfortable about her pregnancy around Chris because she knew he didn't want her to have the baby. Good question, Missouri. Okay. Wait. She felt like she was losing interest in her. Yeah. She was starting to question him about the pregnancy. He said that his daughter did start. Okay. Somebody had a question. Let me see. Good question, Missouri. Okay, what was that question? Did the oldest daughter witness? Yeah, she did. I don't know what that question was. Okay, let me see. Is he going to be killed in jail? Is he going to be killed in jail? Is Chris Watts going to be killed in jail? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, these two guys, they pop up all the time when strong energies are about. Here we go again. Oh my goodness, y'all! I'm about ready to fall off my feet at the moment. Hang on 1 second. Let me show you this. So these are all okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But look who popped up. Look who popped up. You know who this is? Chris's father, mother, and sister. I can't. Look. Right off the bat. 6 cards. I already have these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think he's going to be killed in prison, but I have a feeling he's going to bump himself out. This is crazy, y'all. This is absolutely like... Guess who shows up, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look at that. A king, a jack, 2 queens, 2 sevens, 2 eights, and 3 nines. There's something here. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70 plus 27 is 97, 97, 98, 99, 100, 102, 5. 105 is 6. 6 is work, health, and discipline. 6,000. Somebody said she was a Cancerian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, baby. All right. 6,000. So we have Jupiter and fire. So this is going to, he is going to have a little bit of a situation because Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. So it's like the why, the where, the thinking about all these things. And philosophy doesn't necessarily mean like, philosophy is philosophy. We know what philosophy is. But it's also thinking about death and thinking about the dark side and, what does death mean, that interest in the, what happens if I die, how is it, that kind of stuff also. A lot of that is going on in his head right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can't. Okay. So we have some. Oh baby, this is the first time in a long time. I mean, not the first time. It's been a while since I've seen these numbers pop out like this. We have. So guess who pops up again? The father and the mother, not so much the sister, but the father and mother pop up. And so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So guess who pops up, y'all? Guess who pops up? Father and the mother. The sister is kind of stepped out of the equation right now because we have a lot of this, lot of warring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 is love affair speculation. Yeah, but this is regarding the kid, so this is regarding him. And then we have 2, so 1, 2, which is the sun, and the second house is. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Let's leave all that. I don't think he's going to be killed in prison. If at all, he will off himself. Right now, there is a lot of warring in his head. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of heightened emotions. There's a lot of, what's the word? Feeling left out, feeling lonely, exchange of words, anger. He's fighting in his head. He is going through a really, really difficult time in his head. I have a feeling this fellow is going to bump himself off. I have a feeling he's going to bump himself off. And I have a feeling the father and mother are aware of it, and they're trying to kind of give him the support and they are right now trying to get him through legal, they're trying to get him psychiatric help. Because they have a feeling he's going to bump himself off. They really are worried about that. The sister is not so much involved at this point in time, but they are, because she's busy holding Nicole's hand over there and say, oh, it's okay, honey, we still love you. Don't worry, we're still here for you. Yeah, dad and mom are going and talking to them and they're doing their best. Again, so he is definitely, okay, hang on. Whoops, sorry, I just kind of, sorry, that was a little squeaky. Because I was too lazy to get my behind up the seat and pull the chair forward. I had to scoot it over, so I apologize. That was so sharp, that noise. Hang on, she was also looking up how much a book deal. Yeah, she won't be able to do that now. Yes, I do. Oh my God. Yes, she did. Yes, Cheryl, thank you. Oh my goodness. You hit the nail on the head. Should have been a female officer to interview her. This whole case would have taken a completely different turn. Absolutely. Spot on. Knowing her, and when I saw that video, oh my God, I'm getting chills. I'm like, what is wrong with you, you police officers? Send a female officer there. They would have taken her down, they would have ripped her apart, they would have shredded her to bits in a heartbeat. And the whole case, she would have been in jail by now. After the fact, they have realized their mistake. Now they cannot backpedal because it'll be mud on their faces. No, he would never turn on her. Not now. What is your real question, honey? Afro-human, I'm sorry, honey, did I miss some questions? I mean, like, Afro-human, yeah, Sheldon Schaffner watching, do you read tarot? Sheldon, to all those people who are trying to learn and all that stuff, be patient with yourself. That's the one biggest advice I give people if they say, I'm wanting to learn how to do tarot and all. What is your what's the one thing you could say? I'm going to tell people, anybody who's interested in tarot, numerology, divination, whatever you choose, whatever tool you choose, because like I said, this is a tool, right? I'm not going to talk much about it. Be patient with yourself. If you are of the mindset that I'm going to pick up a box of tarot today and by the end of the month I'm going to be an expert at it, it will not happen. Then you're one of those people who are really not a tarot reader. You are just going to look at the tarot, you look at the book and you'll, Tarot is not just about understanding the cards, it's about channeling and the message. Anyway, so give yourself time, be patient with yourself, be very, very patient with yourself. And over a period of time, one day you're going to wake up and say, I am comfortable enough now. And you won't even have this conversation with yourself. You just go there, take out the card, shuffle and have a spread, and then boom, you get it. So be patient with yourself. That's the one big thing that you need to kind of cut yourself some slack. Okay, Marcy Lynn, what year did this happen? What do you mean? Whoa. Did the mistress get a job near what? I missed that. She was flirting with that policeman. Yeah, it was so plain to see. One of our friends said, did you think our girl was going to be in this this popular in death? Oh, Shannon always was. She had it in her to be able to reach a fair amount of popularity. If it wasn't in death, it was through her work. She definitely would have. That was written for her. That's another thing that he didn't like about her, because he realized how popular she was, and he didn't like that. He's a passive aggressive type of guy. Seems like a trend here. No, working on strengthening my empathic self. My neighbor and friend is psychic 100%, and I can see what we talk about when she describes something. I can tell her stuff about, okay, never mind. Okay, maybe Nicole will tell him she's moved on and marrying someone else, and he will turn on her. He's not going to turn on her, no. Does Chris regret killing? Yes, he does. Will Chris soon tell the truth about her involvement? He's not going to rat her out right now. I'm so excited. Hello from Australia. Hello from Australia. I love it. Hi, Jen. Marcella Bastin. I don't know. Let me just make a note of it. Okay, let's keep focus on this case. Pauline, you just woke up from a long nap. How? Pauline, you're not allowed to nap when we have live stream, Pauline. Come on now. Girl. Okay, Gold Star Mom. I'm just going to answer this one question, and I'm not going to answer any more questions regarding tarot, okay? Because I want to keep the focus on this. Your question is it wise or a good idea to learn tarot to communicate, get answers from deceased loved ones? If you are an expert, if you already are an advanced person, you understand tarot, etc., then go for it. But I'm telling you one thing, being an expert in tarot is one thing, but being able to communicate with deceased people is a completely different ball game. If you do not know what you're doing, do not get into it. That's a whole complete different world, because you will be amazed. You may be sitting there and thinking, I want messages from my loved ones, I want messages from my loved ones. You may not necessarily hear from your loved ones. You could hear from somebody else that you really don't want to hear from. When you are dealing with energies and spirit, you have to be super duper careful. I don't care how much of an expert you are at tarot, but that's a whole nother can of worms that you're opening. If you do not know how to protect yourself, how to cleanse your aura, how to make sure that only certain energies enter your energy field, you are in deep doo-doo. Mark my words, I mean, go ahead and do it. It's your life. You're a grown adult, you can make your own decisions. But you seriously think you have the capability of channeling only your loved ones to come through? If you can do that, go for it. Okay? So no more questions about that. We'll deal with it another time. I promise we'll deal with it. Okay. Wow, Linda, you committed what? I don't know, Linda. It's 3 a.m. now in UK. Thanks, Linda, for joining us. Okay. I feel like a sponge. Sometimes I can't stop feeling everything around me. You have to learn to protect yourself. You have to. That's not healthy for you. You have to be able to block off. Why did he put the girls in the tanks, or did she? No, it was him. There's no way she could have helped him carry, she could have carried the girls up. There's no way she could do it. He did it. Did she get victim money? And yeah, Cheryl, my neighbor, has helped me. Okay. So when she marries, will he turn on her? See, let's ask. So my first question was, is he going to get killed in jail? The answer was no. I'm going to ask. Marcia already answered that question about Jimbo. A female detective would have ripped this case apart. This case would have gone in 20 different directions, and wonderful Miss Ding Dang, she would also be cooling her heels in prison cell. So, anywho, is he going to hang? Is he going to murder himself? See, why would I say hang? Is he going to murder himself? Is he going to kill himself? Is he going to kill himself? Is he going to take his own life in jail? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can't. Right off the bat, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He is definitely thinking about it. Because guilt. Absolute guilt. Guess who's popping up now? Guess who is popping up now? I thought I had one more here. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Hang on. Guess who is popping up now, honey bunches of oats? Look it. Let me show you. Father and mother, they are very concerned for his life. They are trying their level best to get him psychiatric help. He has definitely considered it. He has definitely considered bumping himself off. And I'm like, hey honey, have at it. 20, 30, 40, right, 40, 52, 55, 60, 63, 63 is 9. 9 is the father, yeah, so 9. Yeah, he is definitely seriously considering it. He has expressed it to his parents, and they are very concerned for his mental health before the witch gets caught. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Hang on. Who says? Jacqueline Nell says, Kirtana, you're so special. Thank you, honey. Really, I'm just me. Was NK best friend. Marcy, I think I answered that question. Watch the video. He was not actively involved They did try to tap on him to assist with moving some things, and he did go not knowing what was going to happen. But he kind of realized, to move things, and he kind of realized, and he's like, I'm not getting my fingerprints on it, and he walked away. And he's like, I don't want to talk, don't tell me. I can see him. He seems like a slightly buff guy, or at least he is now. Like I can see prominent arms, like here, you know how some guys are all building the upper body and then they have chicken legs, which does make sense. But anywho, Mick Jagger legs, that's what I say. Chicken legs is better. But at least that's a better way of saying it. Oh my God, what am I blabbering on about? So I feel like he's like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm walking away. I don't want to hear it, because he knows if he hears something or sees something, he has to go and say it. Otherwise, they'll kind of reel him in and say, you were responsible too. So he's like, dude, I'm walking away. So if at all they ask him, he's going to say, yeah, they asked me to come in to help move the furniture or something like that. And he's going to get away with it. But other than that, like, did he actually involve in killing? No. I've been learning. Okay. Okay. Then we have. Yes, the crystal, right? Isabella says the stone that was found under Bella's bed. Did NK leave it there? And NK was making up drinks for Ding Dong at her house. He would get very lightheaded or something. Tarot card is never evil. Y'all, these are tools. Even the Ouija board is a tool. Tool. It's an instrument. The instrument itself is not evil. Your intentions and how you use it and what comes through could be. Okay, moving on. Did NK father have any influence in her not? Absolutely, because there was talk he was a Freemason. I found it strange. Her father went to police station. Absolutely, because she's an adult. She didn't have to take her father. And why the heck was her father even there? Why? You know? Nobody got the full autopsy reports? What? Okay, hang on. I got a lot of questions. Hang on. Is he going to off himself? He has considered it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, he will definitely. Okay, I'm going to finish one more time and then move on to the next question because I'm getting sidetracked here. Okay. Mother is very concerned for her poor baby. He is definitely thinking about it. He is definitely concerned. He has definitely kind of told his mom, I can't do this anymore, mom. And the mother will be like, oh, my poor baby. Oh, honey, we got to get him some psychiatric help, honey. This is not right. And oh, if anything happens to him in prison, I'm not going to let this prison system go. Yeah, it's like the mother can kiss my behind. His mother. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I rest my case. I'm done. Mic drop. Mic drop, honey bunches of oats. Mic drop. Let me tell ya. I have no problem if he wants to off himself. It's like, go for it, dude. But I feel sorry for the prison people. They have to go clean up his sorry mess. You know, it's like, why the hell is he concerned about how the pipes are in the house after the fact? Like, really? Why was the water turned off to the house? One bathroom had zero water in the toilet, something with the pipes. What the hell is it with the what? I didn't know none of that. I had none of that. He sent the kids playing Vaseline. What? Jacqueline lenses Bianca Kirtan is the real deal. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I'm real. I felt it. I'm just being silly now. I'm just being silly. Me and my silly self. Hello from South Africa. Sanya, Bota, hello. Heather Waters, did side chick know Shannon before? No. Shannon was collateral damage. Really collateral damage. She's like, I don't care, I'm going to get her out of the way. Oh, she is. I had a real psychic years ago. She's the first I have found since then. Thank you, Bianca. Okay, so the next question. So to answer the question, he is not going to be killed in prison, but he is definitely thinking of offing himself because he's like had it. Why was there no water in the girls' toilet? Oh, the crystal under the bed. The crystal under the bed. Let me ask that question. Crystal under the bed. What's the deal with the crystal under the bed? Can you show us what it is? These cards just popped up. Let me see. So we have the devil card. We know what the devil card means, right? It's all about control. And then we have funeral coffin and ghost in the reverse. And then we have benefactor, help from others. So yes, absolutely. I feel that Nicole Kessinger either gave it as a gift or kept that crystal under the bed. Now, one thing I'll tell you all people, okay? There is no crystal that is bad. Remember, it's a tool. Crystal in its purest form, okay, if it has not been tampered with, if it has not been modified, the energy is pure because it comes from the earth. Now, can you use crystal to bring in, to draw in negative energy? You can. Can you use crystal to repel negative energy? You can. Can you use crystal to draw in positive energy? Yes. Can you use crystal to repel positive energy? Yes. It is, like I said, what is the intention that you put into that piece of crystal? Remember, it absorbs energy. So if you imbibe it with positive energy, then it will have positive energy. If you imbibe it with negative energy, it will have negative energy. For those who work with crystals and for people who do hoodoo and voodoo and all those things, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Crystal has the ability to help us, to assist us. Y'all, I'm telling you, this phone is going to go off on me again, and I'm going to be mad as heck. This is the same situation. Now they're going to call me and annoy me and say, oh, can we come and get the documents? And I'm going to be like, yeah, hang on. So people use crystal, people use anything. You can use anything to imbibe it with a certain energy, a certain intention, and put it under somebody's bed, and it'll have that effect. I have personally experienced in my life, I'm not going to mention the person's name, I'm not going to do that, but it is a family member of mine who used to put some stuff that was really, really not necessarily good under my bed. And I didn't know for the longest time, but I remember waking up and like having weird like thoughts and weird like whatever, and discussing. And this was after I got married and my kids were born, and my kids were probably 8-9 years old. Like the older one must have been 12 or 13, and the younger one, he's 4 years younger. So go do the math, right? So I went and I told my mom, and she said, you should know, because did you go look? And I was like, no. And she said, when do you have this? And I was like, oh, every time I go to bed and I wake up, Mom. And she's like, okay, then go look and see, check. Because even if you do your sheets or whatever, right, you're not going to lift the whole mattress up and then do the sheets, right? How often do you do it? Like once in 6 months, you have to flip your mattress around. And now we all know that. Unless you have a mattress that doesn't require you to rotate it, for the most part, people do rotate the mattresses, right? I mean, you know why. So I did, and I found the stuff. And then I got rid of it and did a whole cleansing, and boom, like after that night, I never had a problem. I subsequently found out who had entered my bedroom and how, and I found out through the help at home. So I was like, oh, I didn't confront the person. I did not. But knowledge is power. So the moment I found out, I did my cleansing, did my routine, did whatever, and then I went on to block that person from my energy field. So another thing, even if you don't believe in that, even if you don't say, oh, that's a lot of bah humbug. Like if you wake up in the morning and then you decide to look under your mattress and you find a chicken foot over there, like think about the psychological impact that's going to have on you. Like how in God's world is a chicken foot under your bed? Who would have brought in a chicken feet or foot or whatever and put it under your bed? Ew, nasty. How long has that been there? Like, what is it? It's all dried up and shriveled and it looks all weird. Like, where did it come from? Who brought it there? Could a rat have brought it? And oh my God, I have rats in my house. And then you go crazy. So, you know what I mean? I mean, think about the psychological impact that would have. You'd lose your mind. You'd lose your poop. I mean, it's crazy. It'll just work on you and you lose it. So it could have those impacts, and definitely she did bring it in. And you know why she did it? Not for the child, because she came to find out from Ding Dong that there were moments when Shannon would go sleep on that bed. Because maybe the baby was like, oh Mom, I'm crying, can you come and cuddle with me or read a book for me? And she'd fall asleep and she'd stay there the whole night. So she did it for Shannon, not so much the child. Unfortunately. Okay, so definitely it led to her death, and I'm saying that she definitely expected to benefit from that. She is not a full-on she's not so involved into all this kind of a world and things that go on into that world. She is one of those who will not go and ask anybody, hey, can you do some voodoo for me? No, she's the kind of person who go online and research, and then she'll do it all on her own. She'll be like, yeah, I can do it, I'll go do it on my own. But the problem with that is, like I say time and time and again, if you want to be able to dabble in the arts, in the dark arts, as I would like to call it, you best know the intentions you're doing it for. You best know how to protect yourself. Even the dark arts, you know what they say? This is one thing I'm going to touch on now because it is relevant to this case. They always say, the masters, right? Let's just call them the masters, the people who know, who teach, etc., who take somebody else under their wing and who train them and teach them, etc. We just call them the masters. The old masters always tell us, if hoodoo and voodoo, I touched on this briefly but I didn't expand in one of the other videos, if you do hoodoo or voodoo or black magic or whatever with the sole intention of going to hurt somebody else, knowing very well that that person did not warrant it and that person did not hurt you, but out of, like in her case, jealousy or whatever, that is going to backfire on you tenfold. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if somebody has done hoodoo on you, right, and you are doing something in retaliation to correct them, to block them, to stop them, and to say that kind of a thing does not attract negative energy and you're not going to pay a bad price to it, because you're basically doing this really, if you look at it, to protect yourself and to stop that person from doing anything like that further to you. That's a whole different ball game. So this fool, this really dumb fool, this dumbass, she doesn't realize what she's doing and it's all going to backfire on her. Absolutely it will. So the next question was, my son takes crystals to his psychology appointment. He had to do an IQ test and whipped out a whole backpack and crystals on the desk. This was in July. Crystals have the power to help and heal, absolutely, but they can also destroy, depending on what you have what you've energized it with. So Chris acted alone, just Kelly B, thank you. You understand, right, what I'm saying? Crystals are usually positive, but a person can imprint. Thank you. That's the what I was trying to. But of course, me and my old brain, I had a brain hiccup, y'all. So the correct word is imprint. I suppose that would have explained everything. But I had to take the longer route, right, and go through a spiel because I love to gab. Y'all know that by now. Oh my God. Good morning, Nikki. Yes, we are all alive and well. Since you're joining us late, just to give you an update, we had a couple of our own little ding-dangs here, and we kind of put a stop to it. She didn't have a look at her work on her desk. Her workmates had claimed was some dark religion. The name of the book would be very easy to find. That would be great to have your view on that. I wish I knew, honey. I wish I knew. I could have told you. Gina, she was on property. She was definitely on the property with him. Yes, absolutely she was. Absolutely she was. Absolutely. Now, somebody is saying that they heard her voice or a giggle in the basement. Could it have been a doll? It could have been a doll. But I'm telling you she was there. I am telling you she was there. She definitely did assist in moving her to the car, to the truck. Yes, absolutely, by a weekend, yeah, it is for protection, absolutely, but with her half-baked knowledge and her whatever, wait, my son has ASD and is 11 years old, his mom is for crystals, he loves them. By the sound of it, I need to know how to cleanse them, I guess. That's a whole nother video. Okay, we love the gab and the rats, Jacqueline, thank you. Okay. Is he going to rat on her when and if she gets married to somebody? Is he going? No. Is she going to get married? Is Nicole Kissinger going to marry somebody? Is she going to get married? I'm hearing a yes, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, she'll marry. Yeah, because she'll get married again. Oh, please. Of course she is. We have birds exchanging of funds, sharing and partnership. Then we have little house, cottage, and a nice life. Then we have a new life. Then we have thoughts of love and loving and the idea of, love and all that stuff. A little bit of gossip there too, yeah. But because his family is going to say something about her, I feel like we've seen her somewhere, I think, oh no. So I have a feeling she's definitely going to get married, and what I'm being told is that it is going to be a person of foreign origin. So a foreign, not necessarily somebody who was born and raised in America, but somebody who came to America, like a foreign origin, a foreigner who's come here and settled down. So, poor sucker, God help him. Oh my God, God help him. Okay, the next question is, will Chris Watts rat on her the moment he finds out? Will he rat on her? I don't know if he'll rat on her, but I think that's what's going to push him over the edge and he'll commit suicide. Hang on, will Chris Watts rat on Nicole Kissinger when he finds out she's married somebody else? Ay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Funny as heck. I'll show you. I think he'll off himself. That'll push him over the edge. Yeah, 2 9s. What are 9s? It's almost there but not quite there. Could be a reason. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, look. Yeah. He's going to off himself and maybe leave a little note or something like, is he going to come right out and say, yeah, she did it or she this, that or the other? He is going to leave a note or something like a little diary is what I'm saying. Not a diary, like almost like a suicide note type of a thing. Or tell somebody before he kicks the bucket that yeah, she was responsible, and that person is going to like tell the prison guards, but I have a feeling he's going to leave something in writing, which is going to get them to go and open. He's going to leave it in writing and he's going to sign on it for sure. And oh my God, he's actually going to put a time on it. He's actually going to put a time on it, on that letter. And like we know the answer. That news is going to push him over the head. He is definitely going to off himself. He is definitely going to, yeah, he is. Yeah, it's a young guy. He may be of her own age or he may be a little younger than her, the other guy. And again, daddy, mommy and sister. Daddy, mommy and sister. Yeah, unbelievable. I just like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I have 2 cards on the side here. Look, he is definitely going to off himself and he's definitely going to leave a note. So we have the 3 7s. So see, this is his family, right? Okay, look, we have 3 jacks. So Jack, Queen and King is his family. This other Jack is that young man, and this other Jack is the one I think he's going to share that information with in prison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 50, 60, 69. 6 comes to 6. Yeah, he is definitely going to do it. One more time. Marcy, did you have any specific question? Marcy? Well, you can email me if you don't want to ask over here. That's fine. I know I'm not going to charge you, so don't worry about that. Yes, I do personal readings, yes. What's going on? Nobody else was involved? I don't know. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are these cards constantly popping up, popping up, popping up? Let me show you. See, the same, I'll show you all the cards. This is so bizarre. Yeah, 10. A 10 is a completion, 100%. I have another. There you go. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards out of 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See the 2 jacks and the third jack and the queen and king. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 18, 90, 94, 95, 96. That is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. Again, that 6 is coming up. Yeah. I'm going to say that within the next 6 months, y'all, because the 6 is again popping up very, very, very. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. There is going to be something with regards to this case in the next 6 months that's kind of going to open up again. It's going to come out in the news. For sure, honey. For sure. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Let me look at my phone really quick. I have a feeling I have a personal reading here. No, I don't. Thank God I didn't schedule it. Thank you, Kelly B. Thank you for Kelly B, you're preaching to the choir. I 100% agree with you on that. I 100%. Yes, the pentagram is about the 5 energies. Okay, earth, wind, fire, water, and spirit. That's what I say. Okay, 100%. What? I'm getting goosebumps. Honey, you just hit the nail on the head. And yes, it is misrepresented. And then the inverted pentagram and this. Oh my goodness, people. I can get into a whole thing as to why they use that, the so-called Satan worshippers. Why do they think it's a devil's sign? Yes, absolutely. The upside down cross, yes. Girl, okay, let's get on with this ding dong ding along. Okay. Okay. Ha! Oh my word, here we go again. Oh, this way. And I'll, wait, hang on. Shoot, there. Okay, so we have the funeral, coffin and ghost, and then we have the lovers, coupling and sex in the reverse. Then we have teacher, hardworking person in the reverse. Then we have love conquers all in the reverse, new love, power of love, yada yada yada. Then we have good wedding, good wife, wedding, etc. in the reverse. Absolutely, he is going to be mad as hell when he finds out that she is marrying somebody. He is not happy about that relationship. He is going to lose it. He has already lost interest in her to a certain extent. His feelings for her have slightly diminished, but he still has some feelings for her. So, and he's like, you know what, I am actually going to use my mother to help me. But now all of a sudden my mother is also saying, I can't help you in this. I can't go and stop her from marrying whoever she wants. Like, I can't. And then it's this love conquers all, etc. He's now beginning to realize that this was never love. If he hasn't already realized, this was never love. And then it says the good wife and all that thing, all those fancy dreams about, having a life with her are of course shattered. But he is also like literally cursing her and saying, you're never going to be a good wife or mother. You are not capable of that. But on the other hand, he's like, she's still the mother of my child. I think in his twisted mind, he visualized her as being the mother to his kids. Like, he doesn't recognize Shannon as being the mother to his kids. He looks at Nicole as being more the mother to his kids. It's a weird, twisted thing. I don't know who Penn Jillette is, an atheist. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that name. But yikes, Bianca. Wait, something interesting. I believe it. Yeah, people are medical. Yeah. Bianca Bayer, what did you say? Because I'm curious now. Okay, so let's straighten out. Okay. Okay, no, because I don't want to get caught in that. So I'm going to pull just a couple more cards, and then I'm kind of going to be stopping with this because I'm. Okay. No, you're asking to get this energy card. No, okay. Nicole Kessinger has put on a little bit of weight. She's put on a little bit of weight. Intentionally or not, I don't know, but she has. Oh my goodness. Kelly, you're going to fall off your feet, Kelly. Kelly B, are you here? As we speak, what's the first card that pops out? Look at this. I'm sorry, this. Hang on. Maybe that's not the right way to show it. Oh. Here. This is how they popped up. And I'm going to end this reading after this. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, then we have the Six of Pentacles upright, we have the Fool card in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So what does the Eight of Pentacles mean? The Eight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot is going to say that, it's like mastering your craft, enjoying your employment, it's improving on your skill sets. And then the Three of Wands in the reverse, if you master your craft and improve your skill sets, it would lead to more commerce and more expansion. But even though you're doing all of that, this expansion and commerce is not happening. No, you can't. It's not helping you. It is not helping you one bit. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is saying give and take. Okay, if I give and I get, there's going to be a balance of how much I give and how much I get. But here's the case, the problem is no matter how much you give, there's more that they want. Okay, just look at the card, look at all those little, she's trying to say that she's going to give, and then look at all that, everybody, all those rodents all over here at the bottom. So she's going to keep giving, and that's going to be her undoing, absolutely. And the Zero card, this willingness to this crazy idea she has that I'm free now, I've gotten rid of this, I have nothing to do with this, I've been given the clear check, I can go off and live my life and nothing's going to happen. It's in the reverse. It's like, no honey, you're not going to be able to do that because it's weighing heavily on your soul. It's going to eat you up. And then you have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Cups is friendship, collaborations, circle of support and all that stuff. All that is coming to an end. She is definitely leading a little bit of a lonely existence, even though the Watts family may be supporting her to a certain extent, and not financially, but Nicole and all that. But the moment their family finds out that she has gotten married, like the mom is going to be like, I'm not going to tell, hang on you guys, okay, I'm not going to tell Chris about it, but we don't want to tell him because it's going to affect him and he's going to be butthurt about it. So let's try not to, let's try, Isabel, good question. Who would want to have his kid knowing what he did? Somebody just like him, another criminal just like him, aka ding dong ding along, and ding dang ding a lang. So exactly the same thing. There are twisted people in this world, y'all. There are a lot of people, I guarantee, who think, oh my God, think about it. How many of these crazy women and crazy men are writing to people in prison, and how many of them are willing to get married to them? We've seen it. Twisted minds. And for her, it isn't so much of, I want Chris's child. That's not it. For her, it is not it has to be Chris and only Chris, and I wanted it, and that's not it. That's not it for her at all. It's like what I said. She is like, Boda, da da da. Okay, he's an easy target. He's in my process. Yeah, I can work him. Yeah, he's doable. Yeah, I can fix. Okay, fine. That's what he was for her. It wasn't like I'm in love with you and you're the man and you're the only one. No, 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 no. So no. And in her twisted mind, somewhere along the line, like I keep talking about the Stockholm syndrome or whatever, somewhere along the line she started believing in that so much that she kind of got so totally into it. So totally into it. I'll tell you one more thing. Nicole is very smart. She is definitely very, very smart about how all this plays out. And the one thing is, if you tie yourself to having a child with this man, she does not want to make it known at this point, because everybody and someday will be up in arms. But if he offs himself, and if there's anything that he gets to inherit, or if he gets to, if there's some sort of an asset or a financial fund or whatever that case may, insurance or whatever, if she has a child and she is then able to prove that the child is his biological child, she is going to get funds. And secondly, if there is some kind of a movie made or whatever, and you know how the rights and proceeds and all that stuff, if she has a biological child from him and she can prove it, who's going to get the money? This woman is a nut job, man. She is, well, are we surprised? It's never going to go away. Every anniversary of those deaths, it is all, yeah, I hear you. What is the plan to blow up the oil fields, the oil tanks for insurance money? A few staff members and Chris were sharing photos of tanks exploding, photos of money. Wait, tanks of exploding and photos of money? That, I don't know about photos of money, but definitely it could be done for insurance purpose for sure. Is the what's home haunted? Absolutely, absolutely. You're going to have a very, very tough time selling that house. They'll probably end up taking it down and building another house, but that energy, yeah, they're going to have to do some major cleansing. Amber, give me a kiss, fam. Kirtana, I adore you so much. You are so amazing. I will be reaching out to you for a personal reading. Thank you. You're absolutely welcome, honey. There's a lien on the house, so he doesn't profit from. It doesn't have to be the house. There could be other stuff going on, right? How much can he write off? The court can't confiscate everything and sundry, right? They may be under bankruptcy. There's a lien on the house or whatever, but there is still with the child. Yeah, the child. If there's yes, absolutely. Because think about it. If somebody writes a book or a story about it, or who knows, he hasn't signed a contract and said, okay, I'm going to allow you to make a movie on my life, but this is a thing. Those proceeds can go to her, right? Think about that. So any other questions, yours? She's the most hated woman in the world. Rightfully so. She deserves every bit of hate she gets her way. Okay? That may sound very harsh, or Kirtana, you can't wish hate on anybody or whatever. I don't have to, it doesn't have to be me. There's enough. She brought it on herself. She brought it on herself. Like, even Chris was Jodi Arias, even her. Oh, she's another piece of work. She is a piece of work. Oh my goodness. If Jodi Arias had gotten out of this and if she was not convicted of killing that young man, she would have gone on to kill him again, for sure. Okay, so then my son's friend hung himself in our basement. I had a hard time. Whoa, okay. I don't know whether I'm not going to get into that. But the energy, so particularly, now I'll tell you one more thing I'm going to share with you all. Again, you all may think this is truthful. For you, those who understand what I'm saying, you know. But for those who think it's too far-fetched, it's okay. You're entitled to your opinions. See, it is one thing when you kill a person who is physically already here. Okay, now hear me out. But when you kill an unborn child, some people may say, well, the child is already physically here. Yes, I get it, right? But the child's feet have not touched the earth, if you know what I mean, right? So when you kill a unborn child, and it's not like the child died in an accident or died in natural causes. When a person's, your as in not you, but when a person's actions have directly related to the demise and death of an unborn child, that energy is on a completely different plane. Okay? that residual energy is something that will last for so long, and that, for lack of a better term, that bad karma is not easy to shrug off. It's not. Remember, there was this other case where this lady's friend or somebody, or the lady's friend's friend, or the boyfriend's friend or somebody took her on a pretext somewhere. She was in the 7th or 8th month of pregnancy, and she killed her and carved her stomach out and actually removed the fetus and took the fetus to the hospital and said, "This is my baby, help me." Like, that kind of a stuff is on a whole different level of energy. That kind of a bad karma you will not be able to get rid of, no matter what you do, no matter what your penance is, no matter how much you repent. You will not be able to get rid of it right away in this lifetime or the next lifetime. That is like, so I can't explain it to you all. That's a whole nother thing. Like, you can get into that. It's not good. And it's not good for him, it's not good for Nicole, it's not good for his parents. And yes, it does, the circle of that effect, it will be him, Nicole, his child with Nicole, it'll be his parents, his sister and sister's kids and all that. Not anybody else, but the immediate family, 100%. That's the kind of negative energy that will remain, that kind of blood on your hands, different level. It's completely different. So please make sure you hit yes, y'all, please make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Afrohuman, for reminding us. I really, really appreciate that. It does help us. Very sad. I'm so sorry. Okay. So what about the person? See, okay, yes, that's a very, 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 very valid question. Absolutely very valid question. Now that's where it's like, okay, your religious beliefs as opposed to cognizance, thinking with your head and your heart. Absolutely. Now let's look at it this way. Let's talk about that for a second. Very valid question. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Kirtana. I absolutely. Y'all, I'm getting old. I can't see. What the heck? Another amazing live stream. Have a beautiful, blessed evening. Okay, thank you. His mother treats him like he is in the heck. That whatever. I won't talk about it. So, I'm going to answer your question with a question, right? So, if the medical practitioner says, look, you're too far along, it's not safe to do abortion right now. There is a reason why they say that you can abort a pregnancy or terminate a pregnancy, voluntarily abort and terminate a completely viable, absolutely viable, healthy pregnancy up until a certain point, and after that it's not right? From a medical perspective, that's what they say, because it could put the mother at risk, yada, yada, yada. Now, there is a certain school of thinking that says that only after certain, like after the first trimester, does the fetus become, there is a school of thinking, remember, there is a particular school of thinking that says, spiritual thinking that says, or religious thinking that says, only after the 3rd month of pregnancy is the fetus now considered to be a human soul or whatever. Me, I personally believe that the birth of a person does not necessarily happen when they come out of the womb and kicking and screaming and yelling, and not screaming and yelling and crying, and actual physical birth, like removed from the mother's body via the birth canal or cesarean or what have you. For me, the birth happens when the actual, I don't want to say insemination, but when the actual fertilization occurs. To me, that's when the true birth happens, right? So there is a school of thinking that says after the 1st semester you can't. Because that's when it's a person, it's legit a person. And there's another school of thinking that says it's not a legit person until the person is removed from the mother's womb or is actually delivered and they take the first breath. Then there is another school of thought says it's the 7th and 9th month is an absolute no, you cannot do that, but any other month it's okay. It's a weird thing. Now, to answer your question, if there is a young mother, let's say it's a rape victim, okay, and she's like, I don't care, I don't want this child. I don't want this pregnancy, and she goes ahead and she terminates the pregnancy, would you hold it against her? Would you hold it against her? She gets pregnant. She finds out she's pregnant. She's like, no, I don't want to have this. Would you hold it against her? I wouldn't. Because that was a pregnancy that occurred much against her wishes, and it was due to a traumatic situation that was no fault of hers, right? So I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't consider that as blood on my hands, right? But if the pregnancy is absolutely fine, everything is going fine, you know, you were totally okay with having the baby and getting pregnant and everything is fine, then all of a sudden one day you wake up in the morning, I'm not talking about medical reasons, you wake up one day in the morning and you fought with the biological father, or at that point he's still a sperm donor, right? And you had a fit, or you had an excess amount of drink, or you suddenly realize this is not a lifestyle you want, and you go and you say, I don't care, I just want this baby aborted, then yes, that's blood on your hands. And yes, that's a different kind of karma and energy. What are your intentions when you want to terminate a pregnancy? Think about that. It is, what are your intentions? Think about that. If your intention is to, I don't want to deal with this nonsense, I'm just going to rip it out of my body, then yes, you're murdering somebody. But if on the other hand you're a rape victim, or you're a victim of incest in the family, and you get pregnant and you're like, I do not want to bring this child into this world, would you blame that person? Would that be negative energy? Would that be murder? Would that be bad karma? In my books, no, it isn't. Absolutely not. So I hope I was able to, if not necessarily answer your question, that bring some clarity on your question. But that's how I look at things. So in the spiritual world, in the realm, in the world of, you know, the soul and the being and the universe and all how these things happen, it's like, yes, it's not so much your physical actions is one thing, but what is your thought behind, what were your intentions? See, that's another thing that I keep telling people all the time, and I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys to death here, but when you do your dream board, when you, like I tell people, the full moon, the new moon, what are your intentions? Your intentions are the most powerful thing ever to accomplish something. It is your intentions. What do you intend? What do you want? What are you thinking about? Because it starts here, that is intention. Starts here, that is your intention. And then it processes to the next step, which is actually bringing it to life and bringing it into the physical world, like creating it and taking action and so on and so forth. So I hope I answered that question, okay? Because God knows I can go off on a tangent on that one. Okay, they probably use the energies. I have a few spirits. Okay, let's see. Can I be? There's a lot of respect and boundaries. Yeah, absolutely. It's trauma. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. What did you say, honey? Nope, it's trauma. That's what she says. Doesn't matter if I hold it against her or not. Like a babe. What, honey? What's going on? I missed something. It was not so much about a baby boy coming into the family. They did not like Shanahan. They feel like Chris didn't want to have this child, but Shanahan somehow tricked him into getting pregnant, and so they hold that against him. It was not so much of whether it's a boy or a girl or anything like that. No, they just feel like Shanahan's wrong. She is responsible. She is the evil one, because Chris very clearly said, Chris has had conversations with his mother and father. He goes and tells, see, they are the kind of people who take everything he says to be the truth. So they go there and they'll be like, no mom, I told her I don't want to have the baby. No dad, we talked about it so many times, but she's very insistent, she's very pushy. I can't do anything about it. I just let her go, let her do whatever she wants type of a thing. So it's like, yeah. And they'll be like, oh, okay, he didn't want to have the baby. He made it very clear and she tricked him into it. That's their thing. Wait, what's going on with the light bulbs? We moved the house. Has sold twice. That was why I wondered if the house is haunted. Yeah, it can be. Night everyone, 3:47 a.m. Oh my goodness, Nikki B. I hope you get a good night's sleep, honey. Well, tomorrow's Saturday. Do you get anything on the sun? Like, are you talking about the baby? You know what, Texas Patriot? Let's see. Let me see if the sun card pops out in any of this. Hang on, that's a good question. just when I said this is it, right? No, it's not. I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Well, I'm surprised the Sun card didn't pop up or the Leo card. No. That baby has some health issues. Very unfortunate. For no fault of that baby. The wrong the parents did, the baby is paying that price. Or could be baby Nico coming back to teach them a lesson. Yeah. And saying, you took my life that time, I'm here now to make your life miserable. Now you don't have a choice, you have to take care of me. Could be. The child is not keeping good health, y'all. The child, hang on. The child had a little bit of a tough ride right away. And even if she has other kids, no, that Nicole chick, it's not going to be easy pregnancies. There'll be like touch and go type of scenarios. Wait, there we go. Okay, so what do we have? We have Aries, Pluto, Taurus, Uranus and Venus. We know she was born on July 3rd, so that it puts her as a Cancerian. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10th house. 10th house is, yeah, okay, hang on, let me finish my thingy. Then 10th house and 11th house. 11th house is groups and friends, and then who else? We have Uranus and Aquarius, right? So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 houses. Okay, so I'm going to say that that child has some health issues. Definitely, that child does have some cognitive health issues with regards to how he or she can express himself. I'm also going to say that the child has some kind of an issue with the, okay, you know how when babies are born, like the skull is so soft, that's why they're able to come out through the birth canal, because they can actually, you know what, it's so soft, it's not set already. And so that's the nature's way of protecting the brain, and so as not to imagine if the skull were already formed and they're coming out through the birth canal, there could be a lot of pressure and damage, right? So that's why it's all soft, so that they can, you know what I mean, I'm trying to say. But that baby's, there's something here regards to this, it's almost conical, and that's not going to go away, and that's not just because it's genetics and that's the way the baby's head is shaped. There's something going on there that is not necessarily good for the child. And you know, what do they call this, where the brainstem, yeah, that's what I mean. There is definitely something over there that's not normal. Then we have Aries, and then we have Pluto. Pluto is about regeneration, and Taurus is Virgo, and we have Venus there. And then we have Uranus. Oh my God, people can't hush. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm like, how loud do you want to talk, yo? Like, hush. I've got some people there. So then we have the Strength card, and then we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Knave of Pentacles, we have the Empress and Queen of Chalices. Yeah, there is a questioning, why does this child have these issues? Why does this child have these issues? They're not major issues, but you can also tell that the child is not all 100% right, which is very, very unfortunate. And it's almost like it's taking a lot of strength out of her to kind of maintain her her cool, maintain her balance, maintain her her composure. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Again, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm willing to give this if I could fix this. I'm willing to do that if I could fix this. Yeah, well, you're a little too late, honey. Then the Knave of Pentacles, and she's like, okay, fine, I can't take this anymore. What is the Knave of Pentacles, right? The Page of Pentacles. It's all about a child being able to raise money, a new job, new news, patient kid, that sort of stuff. It's like, yeah, this is not necessarily going to be beneficial for you, because this child is going to take a lot of time from you, requires a lot of time, a lot of nurturing, a lot of money in terms of medical bills. So there you go. Then you have the Empress. She's going to have another baby. She is 100% going to have another baby with that husband of hers, 100%. Then we have the Queen of Cups, and that is showing that she's going to be so overwhelmed with emotions that she's like, yeah, okay, fine, now I have a normal child, now I'm happy. She is at some point in time definitely thinking about the fact that maybe this is my punishment for my greed or wanting to have something that was not mine. She has thought about it. If Chris Watts thinks Nicole Kissinger is truly his love, his soulmate, his twin flame, his whatever flame, he's like a real dumbass. We could not keep up with the light bar. Okay, let me move my computer here. Okay, so let me see. Good night, Nikki. Jacqueline, good night. Was Chris Watts' family not? Yeah, I answered that question. Doesn't matter if it. Okay, missed that. Carry malformation, perhaps. Yeah, my mom used to tell me to stay away from a man that hates cats. It's a cat he won't like an independent. Yeah, that's true. Isabel, hello, Isabella Marie. Kelly B, I never thought about that. Okay, I have to go read your messages. Hopefully she doesn't murder that child too. No, I don't think she will. No. See, one thing I want to make clear. Was Nicole Kissinger's intentions to actually murder Shannon and the kids? No. She just wanted them to be gone. She just wanted them to be removed so that she could just slip in and carry on like the way everything was fine. But this idiot, this fool, this jack-off, he didn't know, he wasn't even thinking that, oh, I'm going to divorce and be done with it. He was like, oh no, how quickly can I get it over with? Yeah, boom, let's do that. But in all honesty, I will tell you this, okay? I will tell you this. This a lot of people might find shocking. Initially, when they started arguing, when they started talking and all that stuff, no, this was not an accident. It was not. Initially, when they started talking and arguing and all that, Shannon and Chris, they had a lot of arguments that day because it was made blatantly obvious that, clearly that and he fessed up. He says, yeah, I'm having an affair, and yeah, it is so and so. And show me your picture, show me your face, show me a picture, show me your face. Because Shannon was like, I want to see who this is. Like, you know how some of us women, we can't let it go. We have to see her. Because we almost want to see, we are almost thinking, what does he see in her that I don't have? Which is why we want a visual thingy, right? And she did, and snatching the phone and grabbing, and they had a little bit of a tussle, and it kind of got out of hand, and she kept saying things at him, and he was like, no, I'm done. And I can literally see him. And Shannon is showing me this. She's saying, yes, I did yell and rant and rave, but he didn't have to kill me. I was ready to divorce him after the baby was born. I was just begging for him to let us live until the baby was born. So I can see him like holding his thing and walking back and forth, saying, shut up, stop, shut up. I'm surprised the neighbors didn't hear all the yelling and screaming. How come the neighbors didn't hear it? Because the energy there was pretty volatile. I'm kidding you not, unless their walls are like soundproof or whatever, I'm surprised the neighbors didn't hear. If Chris commits suicide and in case locked up, who gets to raise the child? Really do. I mean, it's sad, but Chris's side of the family or in case side of the I don't know. Really, I really wouldn't. I shouldn't say I don't care, because at the end of the day, that child did not do anything wrong. That child is innocent. But in all honesty, Really don't know. I'm not going to ask questions. Wait till Nicole Kissinger's children find out about that. Yeah, sure. That would be great. I'll be. Marcy Linsney, you said something about I'll be home next weekend. I don't know what that is. I have to. Marcy, text me through Facebook. Okay, I don't know what that is. Sherilyn Schaffner, I don't know what's going on. Eventually she will, Kelly B, but not right now. What is all this going on? Okay, so they're trying to connect with each other. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah, karma is coming for her, 100%. 100%. They're going to reel her in, y'all. They have not let her go. They will not listen. The moment after. Okay, so one more thing, right? Every year or every 6 months or whatever the case may be, you have the internal department in the police who come and who evaluate these detectives and these sergeants and all that. They do that, right, to evaluate, and to see how they are doing, etc., for either promotions or raises or quality control or whatever. So when whoever that was saw the interview of this detective with her, first and foremost, that raised a red flag. Oh my goodness, people! That raised a red flag, and that's when they were like, "Who the hell sent this guy to her? Who the hell sent this guy? You should have sent a female." And so when they go back and they review all those videos and all that stuff, then they're going to say like, yeah, we are definitely going to keep her on our radar, and the moment she does something else, we're going to bring her in. And they are definitely going to start changing that has raised flags within the system, that police department or that particular whatever, and saying next time we have to really pay attention and think about who we are going to send in to interview these people. I don't know how, and he almost seems like, that detective almost seems like he was a newbie. And another thing that has raised red flags, and this part of it the police hushed up, is why was the father allowed? I don't know if he just accompanied her to the thing when she was like, "Hey, Daddy, come and help me," they asked me to come in, or was he actually in the room? If the father was in the room during the interview and then was asked to get up and leave, that's a big no-no. Okay, Texas Patriot says, Isabel, good question. I bet no one will step up. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with that. She would, but for something else. She's not going to harm her babies. No. I don't know what she did. Yeah, she is prone to taking drugs, yes. Okay, so how about I end it here, guys, because we've been on for almost like what? I don't know, what time is it? Let me check. Oh wow, so 3 hours, y'all. How about we stop it, okay? Because my energy is kind of depleting. Thanks for another interesting all-nighter, Kirshana. Crystal Pink. It's 4 a.m. here in Wales. Oh my goodness. Girl, go to sleep, okay? Well, it's a good thing it's Saturday. The men that interviewed NK were too busy looking. Yeah, isn't? And it's not that she conveniently slipped that. Yes, and I will say this word, karma is a bitch, absolutely, one way or the other. Look, y'all, look, your taxes, death, your shadow and karma, you can never escape it. You can never. Father was there on her first interview. They should not have let him in. But the police hushed it up, the department hushed it up because that's a big no-no, and if they had let it out and made a big thing and all that stuff, then the public would have been up in arms, so they kind of squished that. What's a reading without your doorbell? And you know what, seriously, I kid you not, that is here. When I'm back home in Texas, then Mark goes to work, I'm by myself, and the only person who rings the doorbell is probably if I get any deliveries or somebody handing out flyers and pamphlets, and I'm always a bit skeptical about that. And the moment they see Bernie walk up and stick his face out there, through the window, and they step back, they don't even want to come and leave packages there. It's so funny, but yeah, this is. Thank you, Kitana. God bless. Thank you, y'all. So I do apologize, y'all, without that doorbell ring. Okay, Afrohuman, you all have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam. Delvin, thank you. Starlight, thank you. When will you be next? Oh, guys, any suggestions for the next live stream? Who asked? Starlight, every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I have live stream. Any suggestions for the next live stream? Mary Ganuts, thank you for spending. Absolutely, Jacqueline. Yeah, it is live, but I feel bad because it's distractions for you guys. So glad. Okay, thank you, Kelly B. Thank you, Ali J. Thank you, Texas Patriot. Miriam Nieto, thank you. Yes, thank you. DTC Prime Time, thank you. He made it. Yeah, Gold Star Mom. What question do you have? Ina Beck, thank you for another amazing. Okay. Aset Anthony, what are you saying? Springfield, Emma Holmes. Are you talking about Casey Anthony? Symphony Inca. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Oh, I love that little thingy. Wait, let me see if I can do that. Is that what it is? Yeah. Isn't that like the Hawaiian thing? Like they do that, whatever it's called. But love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kindness and your generosity. Araceli, good night. Yes, honey, good night. Crystal portals and protection. Pay attention to that. Good night. Good night, Kelly B. Summerwell's update. Yeah, it's time for that. Definitely. Good night, Kirtana. Summerwell's. Yeah. Isn't that sad? Epstein. Yes, Epstein. Wait. Reading on the meaning of UFO sightings. Okay, that's interesting. Good night. Kelly B, thank you, Kelly B. Thank you so much for your generosity, and you are always here with us. Thank you. Sherilyn Schaffner, yes, love and light. Crystal Pink, honey, how are you doing? I'm going to finish the question. Yes, Crystal Pink, I think it's your email that I'm going to respond. I will. Crystal Pink, did you send me an email? If you didn't, can you please do that? I do apologize. It must have got lost in all the emails I get. I couldn't find your question either, but I think you had sent me an email too. I do apologize. Will you send me an email, please? I will answer your question. Okay. Good night from Pittsburgh. Okay. Can you just imagine when the baby? Oh my God, I know. Isn't that terrible? That's another thing. Have a great night, Texas Patriot. Have a great night. But that's another thing. Like for people like. Hi Brenda, good to see you. For people like R. Kelly, his kids, right? Can you imagine how their life is? Like, can you imagine everybody knows their father is R. Kelly and everybody knows what the father has done and has been doing for so many years? And can you imagine that? Like the burden they carry? That is terrible, isn't it? Wait. Baby Vanessa Morales. I don't know, I have to look at it. Let me make a note of it before I forget. Oh, you did send me an email, Crystal Pink. Okay, is your username Crystal Pink there too, or is it something else? Oh yeah, you can't tell me that. Okay, sorry. Okay, good night y'all. Okay, I'm going to go back and look. Alright y'all, just got you from the UK. Oh Jeanette, we are just about ready to say good night or end this. I sent an email. Okay, didn't hear. Okay, I don't know, honey. I do apologize if I've missed some emails. Stacy and Drew Peterson. I don't know if I want to do that, but okay, we'll consider. Kurt Cobain, yes. He was not supposed to die that young. He was not supposed to die. Okay, I'm going to stop this, y'all, because Bardstown, Kentucky murders. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so I don't know about that. Bardstown. All right. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Thank you. And 10-4, isn't that what they say? 10-4. Okay, I'm going to stop with this right now. Thank you so much, y'all. Okay, I really, actually, you know what, I need to use the restroom. TMI, right? Yeah, I had a whole bunch of water and coffee. I gotta go. All right, y'all. Much love to y'all. Take care. Okay, bye for now. All right, I'm going to go back.